This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Tuesday was a roller coaster for Auburn. The Tigers led by 10 at the half against Texas A&M and extended the lead to 16 in the second. The Aggies stormed back and took a 12-point lead. Auburn came back and celebrated on a win on a last-second heave by Keyshawn Murphy till it was wiped away. Today, the Tigers look to bounce back against the number 15 team in the country. Good afternoon in War Eagle from Neville Arena with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn's 2 SEC losses came in overtime at Georgia and by 2 at home to A&M. Stephen Pearl's team erased a 4-point lead in the final 0.7 of a second to force OT in Athens and came back from 12 down to get a shot at a last-second prayer against Texas A&M. John Calipari's Arkansas team looks a lot like his teams at Kentucky, full of McDonald's All-Americans and one-and-done freshmen that are among the best in the country. If not for Braden Smith at Purdue, Darius Acuff Jr. may be the best point guard in the country. He's averaging 27 points in SEC play with over 6 assists per game. So how does Auburn respond to the disappointment of Tuesday night against the number 15th ranked Arkansas Razorbacks? We'll find out in the next 2.5 hours. The CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off starts now.
Exclusive pre-game coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. All to get you ready for Auburn basketball. CB&S Bank has a long history of stability. And just like Auburn University, we have a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
And good afternoon, and we welcome you to Neville Arena. 77th consecutive sellout here today. And such a big game for this Auburn basketball team with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn 0-2 in Southeastern Conference play. 2 heartbreaking losses on the road at Georgia and at home to Texas A&M. And today, Randall, Auburn gets the number 15 team in the country.
Well, they get a team that's going to come in and play extremely hard. They're on a 2-game win streak. They beat a tough Tennessee in Fayetteville, and they got a road win at Ole Miss earlier in the week. So they've got a lot of confidence. They've got a player that's just playing out of his mind, a freshman sensation, probably playing as good as anyone in the country. And Darian Acuff is just outstanding. Be a big challenge for the Tigers, but I think we're up for it. The Tigers have shown that they can play. They've had stretches where they've really looked really good. They've had some stretches that they just struggled with a little bit. But in conference play, anything can take place.
And Auburn has to eliminate or minimize those stretches of play. And we saw it here in the second half after going up 16 against Texas A&M. A&M then won an 11-0 run, and Auburn never got the ball above the free throw line because of that A&M press.
Really uncharacteristic of the Tigers. They have not just kind of collapse, so to speak, in a stretch to where they just let a team go on that 11-0 run, and that was very uncharacteristic. I think it was a big learning experience. Every coach in America wants their team to play a complete 40 minutes. It's unheard of that many teams ever get there, but the more minutes that you can play at the magic level and keep it there, the better chances you have to be successful.
Auburn plays the number 4 strength of schedule in the country, but so does Arkansas. As a matter of fact, Arkansas, by the end of this season, will have played every Final Four team from a year ago and every Elite 8 team from the NCAA tournament from a year ago.
Well, they play a great schedule, as a lot of teams in the SEC, and that's what makes the SEC just an outstanding league. It's the competition. It's hard to share that across the country because people don't understand it unless you've been through it. And when you go through the 18-game basketball schedule in the SEC, you're going to be tried and tested. A lot like we had last year in the Final Four. We had 2 teams. I think we had 8 teams in the Sweet 16. Unbelievable conference.
Pregame medical report today presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. It's the same 2 that we talked about on a Tuesday night. Of course, Emeka Purim is done for the season. We don't know when and if we'll get Abdul Bashir back, the shooting guard, the transfer from Casper College, as he deals with a bad back. But everybody else back, and I guess we should let you know that Philip Jovic, who left the game with the knee injury on Tuesday, came back. He practiced yesterday. He was at shoot-around today. If you're here, you're watching today, you'll notice that he's wearing a knee pad on that injured knee. But it'll be good to have Philip back out there. He could have made a difference for Auburn down the stretch on Tuesday night.
Well, I think it was really concerning, and I was really concerned when he went down and did not return. To see him back out going through the paces today through shoot-around and then before the game today, he looks good. I think he got it probably did hurt for a little bit. It probably took a 24-hour period just to kind of get over it. Confidence level, he's a freshman. But the biggest thing is losing him would have been another big blow to our front line, and he's an integral part. Spark off the bench, just came off a game at 10 points, 10 rebounds the weekend before.
This is an Arkansas team that loves to get out and run. It's number 3 in the country, Randall. Number 2 in the SEC, averaging almost 21 fast break points per game. However, in their Wednesday win at Ole Miss, they were held to just 8 points in fast break points.
That's imperative for the Tigers to almost mimic what the Ole Miss Rebels did, is try to keep that. Arkansas pushes the basketball as hard as anyone in college. As far as when they come up the floor, they're coming full speed. They run their offense very fast. They really try to attack with the basketball inside the paint, try to get the ball to the rim. They really are on the attack, and they do an outstanding job doing it. Now, one thing they do is they have good shot selection. A lot of their really good players, they only play 8 guys.
Right.
4 or 5 of them have played well in every game.
Darius Acup Jr. is their outstanding freshman point guard. He is the reigning and 4-time SEC Freshman of the Week. And after his 29-point performance against Tennessee last Saturday, in which he was 9 of 16 from the field and 8 of 9 from the free throw line, he was named the National Player of the Week. Now listen, this is in all likelihood a one-and-done guy, which is nothing new for John Calipari's teams, but he is averaging 21.2 points a game, 6.9 rebounds a game against ranked teams, and in his 2 SEC games, the first 2 of his career, he has averaged 29 points per ball game.
Well, he's a true talent, certainly a McDonald's All-American. He's a guy that's certainly mentally more mature beyond his age as far as running a basketball team at this level. Just is really on a big tear. It's going to be a big challenge for the Tigers. I think they're up for it. We've got to stay in front of him and keep him from defending or trying to drive that basketball and get into the heart of the defense, because he's a great assist guy as well. He's not necessarily a scorer all the time, but he is a timely scorer. When the game is in flex in the crunch time, he's going to rise up and take perimeter shots.
And then they bring Malik Thomas off the bench. He is their most frequent and best three-point shooter, a 6'5" freshman out of Pittsburgh, like Acup, McDonald's All-American a year ago. And when he comes on the floor, you better locate Thomas, because he's out there to shoot the 3-ball.
Well, he's instant offense, and he's offensive-minded. He's not coming in to kind of get a feel for the game. He's coming in to blister the nets as much as he can. As soon as it hits his hands, he's going to go up. He's trying to put points on the board, and there's one thing that he has done. He's been a big spark off the bench for the Razorbacks.
Auburn will face a bigger team tonight, or today. Trevin Brazil, Nick Pringle, both in the starting lineup, are 6'10". How does Auburn counter that size that has given Auburn problems so far this season?
They've got to put a body on a body. They've got to be up next to him. One thing that Trevin has done, John Calipari has really been really good for his maturation. And if he gives himself to him, like Cal said, that he's got a chance to make a lot of money, Trevin has done that. But one thing he's not necessarily the most physical guy in the league, so the Tigers have got to really get up, rub up next to him, and make it a physical game around the basket with him. And
a guy that has some range. He has 23 pointers and was 4 of 5 from 3 at Ole Miss in their Wednesday night win. 60-second scout today brought to you by Sensory, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensory with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Here's Corey Williams with the 60-second scout of Arkansas.
We got to do multiple things, and we got to get back in transition. They are leading transition. We got to keep them off the glass. You got Ewan and Brazil that likes to attack the basket when the ball is shot, and their guards are good rebounders too as well. Then we got to do a good job of being in the gap. Acup trying to get downhill, Malik Thompson trying to get downhill, and make sure they see bodies. Those guys usually struggle when they go into their left hand, so we got to make sure we are verticality at the rim, and vertical, and make them take tough shots. Then everybody got to be pulled in and make sure we're blocking guys out.
With the guards' ability to get to the rim, what's the key defensively for Auburn in that situation?
Well, we got to square them up. We got to square them up, understanding that they're better going to their right than their left, especially Acup and Malik Thomas. Now, when you get to DJ Wagner and Billy Richmond, they like to go to their left hand. So we got to understand personnel and make sure we guard their weaknesses. But main thing for all of us, we got to be in the gaps. We got to be active, and we got to do multiple things. We cannot just be in the gap and allow them to get three-point shots. We got to be in the gap, up the line, and make sure we contest three-point shots.
As good as this Arkansas team is in transition, but this is an Auburn team that can take advantage in the transition offensively here today.
Absolutely. When they're in transition, they have to see bodies. Our guys got to sprint back, no jogging, buddy jogging. With your guy, you don't have a guy. Okay, you got to match up with whomever you got to match up with, and you got to be loaded to the ball. And then on the other side, when they miss a shot, we got to attack them. They're not that very good in transition defense, and we got to make them pay. Our guys understand that, throwing the ball ahead and attacking them. And then once the defense collapse, making passes outside, getting easy baskets.
And that's our 60-second scout of Arkansas. Brad Law joins us after the break with the SEC report when the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off continues in a moment.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues, recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally. and number 1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Looking for more than a degree? At Auburn's Harbert College of Business, we give you the competitive edge that sets you apart. Our programs combine classroom knowledge with practical experience, supported by mentors and career experts who align your education with your goals. It's a personalized approach that builds confidence and creates opportunities. Be ready to lead. Be ready to innovate. Harbert College of Business, inspiring business. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
The Raymond J. Harbert College of Business presents the SEC Report. A look around the deepest, most challenging conference in college basketball. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harbert College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best at harbert.auburn.edu.
Saturdays are full slates of action across the Southeastern Conference, and the same is true today. Auburn and Arkansas right in the middle of the day's schedule. Already one game nearing final, 3 other final score. It's about to go final in College Station. Texas A&M leads Oklahoma 81-76, and it's been a similar template for the Aggies in the second half as what we saw here Tuesday night. They got hot offensively. A&M has made 10 threes on the day. 7 of those have come in the second half. They put 5 in double figures. And defensively, they've worn down Oklahoma a little bit. In the final stages of this game, Sooners have made just 2 of their last 11 shots. So under a minute to go out at Reed Arena, and Texas A&M leads Oklahoma 81-76. Now you have 3 other final scores from conference action today. 11th ranked Vanderbilt, still unbeaten. Commodores crushed LSU in Nashville 84-73, never trailing, en route to matching the program's best start ever at 16-0. Vandy put 5 in double figures, led by Tyler Tanner's 20 points and Tyler Nichols' first career double-double. He had 19 points and 10 boards. Doors obviously 3-0 in league play. The Tigers fall to 0-3 to start their SEC schedule. Florida destroyed number 21 Tennessee in Gainesville, 91-67. Blame it on Boogie Fland's offensive explosion. The Arkansas transfer came in averaging nearly 11 points per game. He scored 23 today. And Ruben Chinyelu added a double-double for the Gators, 17 points and 16 rebounds. Florida out-rebounded the Vols by 11 and led by double digits throughout the second half. In fact, they led by 20 or so throughout most of that second half, a half in which they shot 57% from the floor. Tennessee falls to 1-2 in the league. Florida is 2-1. 18th ranked Georgia closed well at South Carolina, taking over a close game in the final 6 minutes, winning 75-70. In fact, the Bulldogs trailed by a dozen early in the second half, but then really ramped up the defense, holding the Gamecocks under 36% shooting in the second half. Georgia put 4 in double figures on its way to a 2-1 start in conference play. South Carolina is 1-2. Now to the preview of games to come. Auburn's next opponent is Missouri. Those Tigers are at Ole Miss tonight, looking to start SEC play 3-0. Mizzou, coming off its first ever win at Kentucky, and trying to win its first 2 road conference games for the first time since 1999. Rebels are 0-2, coming off a home loss to Arkansas in the midweek. It's a 5 o'clock tip in Oxford, so they'll get started around the same time that we do here. at 7 tonight in Tuscaloosa. 13th ranked Alabama hosts a struggling Texas team. Longhorns need even more from Tremont Mark. They're getting a lot from him over the last 5 games. Mark's averaging 18 points, including averaging 20 in their first 2 league tilts. Crimson Tide back at home tonight after their Wednesday night loss at Vanderbilt. And the nightcap in the league is in Lexington, where Kentucky is trying to avoid an 0-3 start against red-hot Mississippi State. Bulldogs have won 6 straight overall, 7 of their last 8 going back to the beginning of December. It has been 20 years since Kentucky started 0-2 in SEC play, much less 0-3. Bulldogs and Wildcats up at Rupp Arena starting at 7:30 Central. That is your Raymond J. Harbert College of Business SEC report. In the top 25 outside of SEC play, a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. 3rd-ranked Iowa State leads Oklahoma State 61-51 in Big 12 action. 10 minutes to play in Ames. In Fort Worth, top-ranked Arizona leads TCU 61-49, about 10.5 minutes to go in that matchup. 2 top 25 teams have gone down today, including the 2nd-ranked Michigan Wolverines at home. In Chrysler Center, Wisconsin went in and overcame an early big deficit to hand the Wolverines the first loss of the season, 91-88, the final in Ann Arbor. Also today, number 22 Kansas went into Morgantown and got chopped down by West Virginia. Mountaineers pulled away over the final 10 minutes to win it by 11, 86-75. A couple of other finals, ranked versus ranked. It was 6th-ranked Duke beating number 24 SMU 82-75. 5th-ranked Purdue, a winner over Penn State, 93-85. And number 4 UConn beat DePaul by a dozen, 72-60. We are counting it down to the Tigers and the 15th-ranked Razorbacks from Neville Arena. Teams are on the floor going through their shoot-around right now. You can watch the Courtside cam, which is also presented by CB&S Bank, on the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel. You can check out warm-ups. We'll go right up until close to opening tip, and then we'll spin that camera around, and you can watch the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, Coach Randall Dickey, call the game here from Neville Arena. We're a little under 20. We're 21 minutes exactly away from tip-off between Auburn and Arkansas. When we come back, Andy visits with the head coach of the Tigers. The Stephen Pearl pregame report straight ahead. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
This is Ray Hornsby at Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing. We believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It is about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. Honest service, faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Riddick, looking for a street legal golf cart. Diamond Golf Carts has the largest selections in the state, and the store is right off the Opelika Road, closer than you think, with the location in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville. Raising the bar since 2012, golf cart sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Carts is full service for all your golf carts need, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as Easy Go, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCart.com and drive different, drive Diamond.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Summer's here and the open road is calling. RV Roadway answers the call with new and used RVs from the top brands you trust, all ready for your next adventure. With 2 Alabama locations in Opelika and Calera, RV Roadway is ready to help you hit the road in style. And if you need maintenance, their expert service center keeps you rolling smoothly all summer long. Start your journey at RVRoadway.com. RV Roadway, where we sell RVs for less.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Stephen Pearl. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
I know that you and this team have moved forward from Tuesday. What was that process after such a controversial end to that ball game?
Yeah, we just had to look within. If we hadn't turned the ball over 4 times, that led to 11 points. It's not ever in that situation. So we can only look at the things that we did wrong and the things that we have to correct in order to win the next one. Because, you know, if we hadn't let fatigue set in and if we had just done what we had practiced the entire game up to that point, it never gets within 10 points. So for us, like, you can't look at the officials overturning the call. No, you got to look at what we did the 10 minutes before that put us in that situation. So just had to learn and grow from it. And, you know, we're doing a lot of really good things. We just got to clean up on some of our silly mistakes that are putting us in tough spots at the end of games.
Only had Filip Jovic for a handful of minutes. He went out with the knee. Give us an update on Filip with regard to tonight's ball game.
Yeah, he should be good to go tonight. Practiced yesterday and today, and you know, he'll have like a pad on his knee just for some protection. But looked like he was moving pretty good, and you know, we're going to need those bodies on the inside, so it looks like he shouldn't be going to be able to give it a go.
Is this a situation where you rely on leadership in this ball club a little bit more after that ball game on Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, got to rely on leadership from within, but also, you know, myself and the coaches, you know, got to do a good job of just turning the page because, you know, 18 games in conference, you're going to play a game every couple days. So, you know, we're going to have some great wins this year where we're going to be really excited and happy about, and we got to treat it the same as we did against A&M. As devastating as the loss was, you got to switch gears and get ready for the next one because everybody's really good in this league. So, you know, all the guys had to, you know, move on and just get ready for the next one, because if you let the previous play affect the next one like we did against Texas A&M, right, it's going to affect your performance. And we can't let one really negative result, you know, affect an unbelievable opportunity, you know, tonight against Arkansas.
You talked about that 11-0 run that A&M went on. What did Auburn do well? What can you take from a positive standpoint coming out of that ball game?
Yeah, I mean, every time we did what we practiced, we executed and we scored. And then defensively, when we weren't chasing them in transition off of our turnovers, we did a really good job of guarding in the half court. You know, I think we had 1 point per possession defensively, which was a major improvement from the last game. So, you know, I thought we did a better job of just guarding our yard, keeping our man in front, and did a good job in our ball screen coverages. You know, so there was a lot to, you know, be encouraged about in the half court defensively. The problem is this team is probably the best transition team we've played all year. So they're going to score 25 points a game in transition up to this point. We have to try and cut 5 or 7 of those points out in this game in order for us to have a chance to win. We got to get them into the half court and make them try and run their half court offense. That'll give us the best chance, you know, to guard them, but ultimately to win the game.
How do you get that 5 points, 5 or 6 points away from their transition offense?
Yeah, turnovers and bad shots. Those are the 2 ways they're able to get out and go. So obviously live ball turnovers like we saw against A&M are going to lead 2 points. But then, you know, if you play off 1 foot and you don't use shot fakes, they're going to block your shot and they're going to get out and go. If you take shots, we want to be aggressive early in transition because they're bad in transition defense. So be aggressive early, but if we don't have anything in the first 5 to 7 seconds, we got to run offense and make them cover. The middle offense is going to be really tough in this game because they're really good in the first 10 seconds of the possession defensively once they get back and get their defense built. But then the last 5 or 7 seconds of the shot clock, they tend to break down a little bit. So we got to make them cover if we don't have anything early, so we know when we're getting shots out of our offense so we can go rebound it. If not, we can get back and build our defense.
Describe what Darius Acuff has brought to this Arkansas ball club.
I've watched him in AAU for years, and he's so damn good. He just does so many things. You know, he's averaging 20 on the year, but I think he's averaging like 27 in conference play up to this point. 93 assists on the year and only 32 turnovers. So a 3-to-1 assist turnover ratio for a freshman. Shoots good percentages everywhere on the floor. He's the head of the snake. Him and Malik Thomas are both guys that are going to hear their name called on the first day of the NBA draft. And it's just a tremendous opportunity for not just our guards, but our team to be able to guard 2 of the best players in college basketball. And if we're able to limit what they do, it'll obviously improve our chances of winning the game.
And then they'll start 2 that are 6'10", and 1 that's a stretch that'll bring it out and is shooting almost 45% from 3.
Yeah, I mean, Brazil is just, since his time at Missouri as a freshman, you saw how how much potential he had and how active he was. But for him to be able to step out and make shots at the clip that he's doing it right now, it obviously increases his chances of obviously playing in the NBA. Does a really good job of blocking shots. He's active defensively, so we're going to have to do a really good job of, switching 1 through 4 and keeping bodies on bodies and being physical with him because he can affect the game in a lot of ways.
How do you counter the size that they bring to the starting lineup?
Offensively, I'm not as concerned about it. We just got to do a good job of just playing off 2 feet, attacking our closeouts, sharing the basketball. We'll get good looks. Defensively, it's just we got to finish possessions with the checkout because we're going to switch, and those like Brazil and Pringle and Ewan and Richmond and Knox, all those guys are going to be flying to the offensive glass. So we got to find 5 guys, put bodies on like 3 or 4 of their guys, because if we can secure rebounds, they're not very good in transition defense. We can get out and go and run and score in transition.
This is a team that doesn't use a lot of depth. I mean, it's going to use basically 8 guys here tonight, right?
Yeah, kind of similar to us. They have an 8-man rotation. That's what their rotation's been all year. And they have 8 just really good players. 5 former McDonald's All-Americans, a couple guys that are projected to go into the NBA draft. So they have an elite 8-man rotation. But for us, we got to do a great job of trying to wear them out a little bit and not make this. We can't let this be a up-tempo game. That's when they're really good. We got to keep this thing under 74 possessions. If we can do that, it'll help our chances to win the game.
All the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
On the court, a perfect assist sets up success. That's what the Ford F-150 truck can do for you. Whether you're up against a deadline or taking some time to unwind, F-150 delivers the power, capability, and reliability you need to make every play. From the work site to the campsite, it's game on in the Ford F-150. This is Andy Bertram. For great offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Hey, Mom, sorry for the late message. It's been absolutely crazy here. And this morning, I went for a run on Kailua Beach and saw the most insane sunrise. I sent some photos. And then this afternoon, we worked on another Black Hawk. My new unit is amazing. I'm learning a ton. And guess what? You called it. I'm going surfing on Sunday. And we're going to... All right. Yeah, cool. Be right there. I gotta go. I'll see you next week. I love you.
Learn how you can be all you can be at GoArmy.com.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off.
All right, we're under 10 minutes now from Auburn and Arkansas. Let's get the keys to the game from Coach Randall Dickey. Sun South presents Coach's Keys to the Game. Sun South John Deere, the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Coach, what are your keys?
Well, I think for the Tigers to prevail today, you've got to defend the Razorbacks' prolific transition offense. They're going to come down the floor with high speed. They really apply a great amount of pressure off the bounce, and they're pushing it on the attack every possession. Secondly, you've got to play on the defensive boards. The Tigers must block out the Hogs, keep them off the glass, limit the second opportunities because they fly to the offensive glass. They've got great length, and they really attack the offensive glass, especially guys like Trevin Brazil. They have Billy Richmond off the bench. Those guys live and eat at the offensive glass. Third, for the Tigers to do well offensively, they must handle the defensive pressure. The Razorbacks are going to apply great pressure on the ball, but they're going to get in the passing lanes, try to get knockdowns, which turns into offensive transition play for the Hogs. You must make sharp, crisp passes and eliminate those turnovers, the Tigers will have an opportunity to come out and prevail if they do those things.
Especially if Jovic is not able to go a lot in the game. How much is Auburn's ability to pressure Arkansas diminished just because of maybe the shorter bench?
Well, I think you've got to get a feel to that right off the bat. I think you have to respect what Darius Acuff has done and what he's doing coming in. This environment will affect him. Neville Arena, the jungle will be wild. That could affect him. But I think that the biggest thing is if you can apply pressure to the other players and maybe just eliminate and trade off with Acuff, then you might have an opportunity.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Lineups and tipper next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Sunday, January 11th to begin a 2-game homestand. The Tigers host the Florida Gators at 2 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. Auburn women's basketball alumni will be welcomed back for the alumni game. It is also the annual We Back Pack game to honor SEC legend Pat Summitt in the fight against Alzheimer's. Make your plans now to see Auburn take on Florida in Neville Arena, Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
Hey, Mom, sorry for the late message. It's been absolutely crazy here. And this morning, I went for a run on Kailua Beach and saw the most insane sunrise. I sent some photos. And then this afternoon, we worked on another Black Hawk. My new unit is amazing. I'm learning a ton. And guess what? You called it. I'm going surfing on Sunday. And we're going to... All right. Yeah, cool. Be right there. I gotta go. I'll see you next week. I love you.
Learn how you can be all you can be at GoArmy.com.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University Athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting 5.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a 3 to tie it. It's good! It's a high between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for 3. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes wide open. You better look out because he can shoot it in that hole.
Tahad Pettiford, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane to the basket. Good.
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the 3, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton, fade away. 8-footer, good.
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Left wing, 3 ball. Sebastian Williams Adams. Switch, drives to the hole. Hangs, shoots, missed it. Tap up and in by SWA. Low post, Sebastian Williams Adams. Back to the basket. Forces his way in. Goes up with the left hand. Score!
Sebastian Williams Adams, Houston, Texas, St. John's High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with a left hand. Score! Left side Hall. 3 ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane, now into the lane, bumps his man, gets it back up, and in with a foul!
Nice one-on-one move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Big R Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, James Ford Road.
Shot is up, and it rolls around the rim about 5 times, and Keyshawn Murphy.
What an effort. What an effort.
It's a screen for Murphy. Gets to Murphy to the hole. Good. Perfect. To Murphy at the top. He'll pop a wide open 3. Good.
I think you're seeing the experience of Keyshawn Murphy come out in his late stages of the game.
Keyshawn Murphy, Birmingham, Alabama, Ramsey High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn is 9-6 on the season, 0-2 in the Southeastern Conference. Stephen Pearl, in his first season at Auburn, his record is 10-6. Arkansas 12-3 on the season, 2-0 in SEC play with wins against Tennessee and at Ole Miss, ranked number 15 in both the AP and the coaches polls. John Calipari is in his second season in Fayetteville, a record of 34-17, 34th season in his Hall of Fame career with a record of 889 and 280. Darius Aycock Jr. runs the point, 6'3" freshman from Detroit, 19.9 points, 2.9 rebounds, 6.2 assists. DJ Wagner on one wing, 6'4" junior from Camden, New Jersey, 8 points and a rebound. Trevin Brazil on the other wing, a 6'10" senior from Springfield, Missouri, 13.5 points, 6.9 rebounds. Carter Knox, 6'6" sophomore from Tampa, Florida, 9.2 points, 5.3 rebounds. And Nick Pringle, who has played both at Alabama and at South Carolina, 6'10" grad student from Seabrook, South Carolina, 5 points and 4.9 rebounds for the Razorbacks. Today's officials, Don Daly, Steven Anderson, and Anthony Jordan. Tigers, the home team, of course, here at Neville Arena. Auburn in the white tops and bottoms, blue numerals and lettering in the orange trim. And Arkansas in the away red uniforms with the white numerals and lettering. It is to note that the Hot Pettiford back in the starting lineup after 2 games coming off the bench for the Tigers.
It's good to see him back in there. He's done pretty well. He got 25 at Georgia off the bench. He came in last week, got 11. I think he's earned his way back into the starting lineup. Hope he gets off to a good start. How he goes, so goes the Tigers.
Sophomore out of Jersey City, 14.9 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. And Auburn's going to need every bit of everybody today against this Arkansas ball club, which is 2-0 on the season, 12-3 in the SEC. By the end of this year, this Arkansas team will have played every team from last year's Final Four and every team from last year's Elite Eight. So this is a battle-tested Arkansas ball club that Auburn faces here this afternoon in Game 3 of the Southeastern Conference for both of these ball clubs.
Well, that's for sure, and it's a big game for the Tigers. Try to get back on track. Being 0-2 in the league is not a great way to start. One thing you got to take your hat off, and you got to look a year ago. The Razorbacks started 0-5 in league play, and they ended up as one of the best teams in the country in March Madness. That's something that you always keep in mind because the 18-game schedule is grueling. It is what Bradford T. Law calls a gauntlet.
77th consecutive sellout at Neville Arena. Folks are pumped for this one today, Auburn and Arkansas. Keyshawn Murphy will jump it up against Trevin Brazil. And we're about ready for SEC basketball here.
I'll tell you, it's pretty
Neville.
electric in here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We got up and close and personal with the Jungle last week, and they're right behind us today.
Yeah, I was reminded I need to work on my box out, that's for sure.
About ready for basketball here at Neville Arena. Glad to have you with us on the Auburn Sports Network. Brazil and Murphy will jump it up. Tap is controlled by Arkansas. Auburn will go to the basket to our left. And it's A-Cup to the left wing, Brazil. Out at the top, ball deflected. Knox runs it down. Back to A-Cup between the circles. Picks up the dribble, throws it top of the key for Pringle. Pringle off the left side for A-Cup. Down the right side of the lane. A running one-hander, it's good.
He is so good coming off a pick and roll at the top of the key, getting to the heart of the defense, and he's got that little teardrop floater that's excellent.
Pettiford, a bounce pass right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Hall, low post for Murphy. Up from about 6, it was short. And the rebound pulled in by Pringle. Arkansas with a 2-0 lead and the basketball, 19-21, first half. A-Cup at the point, low post, Pringle goes up, it's blocked. Blocked by Hall. Rebounded by Murphy.
Really good help side defense by Keyshawn Hall that time.
Hall, left wing, behind the back dribble, crossover dribble, free throw line. Kicks it right wing for Sebastian Williams-Adams. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers trail 2-0, just the start of things. Sebastian picked up by Pringle in a switch, drives, kicks it to the corner. Hall, three, yes!
Oh, beautiful dribble drive that time by Sebastian Williams-Adams. What a draw it, and then dish it off for the 3-ball by Hall.
27th three of the year for Hall. Tigers lead 3-2, 18-42 first half. Acuff between the circles, now picked up by Kevin Overton. Pull up 3-ball by Acuff. He missed it. Rebound, run down by Murphy on the baseline. Throws it ahead. Overton drives, baseline left, waits for numbers, brings it out to the wing. Top of the circle, Pettiford. Tigers lead 3-2 with the ball. 20 to shoot for Auburn. On the right wing, it's Hall. Gets a screen, goes baseline. To the basket, goes up, it was missed. And the rebound pulled in by Knox the other way for Arkansas.
Knox is a guy you got to pick up early. He's a prolific three-point shooter. Cannot let him float open.
Acuff outside the arc, throws the top of the circle for Pringle. To the right wing, Wagner, wide open 3-ball, good.
DJ Wagner's a proven player. He's a terrific athlete. That time he just got up over the top, shot a big-time 3-ball.
20th three of the year for Wagner. Arkansas 5, Auburn 3. Bounce pass, Keyshawn Hall has to run down the pass near the left sideline near midcourt. Left wing, it's Overton. KO to the wing for Pettiford. 13 to shoot for Auburn. Pettiford, a crossover, bounce pass. Murphy to the hole, kicks it to the wing. Overton drives inside the arc to the baseline. Gets cut off, pull up 3-ball, or pull up a fadeaway, missed it. Rebound tapped, and Sebastian kept it alive for Auburn.
Really a good sign that Tigers are coming up with those 50-50 balls.
Right wing 3, Hall, good!
That guy can shoot that basketball. Keyshawn Hall, of course, everybody knows he was the leading scorer in the Big 12 a year ago, but he got 32 last week against Texas A&M, and he is off to a great start.
His second three of the day gives Auburn a 6-5 lead. Acuff, a screen from Pringle. Throws it to the left wing. Drive to the hole by Wagner. Right wing, Brazil for 3, good.
That's the Razorbacks' game, is to attack off the bounce and set up the teammates for open threes.
Brazil at 6'10 now with 21 threes on the season. Arkansas by 2, 8-6. 15 or 16-44 in the first half, Auburn ball. Pettiford, bounce pass, high post, it's Murphy. Keyshawn, right wing, Hall. Back to Murphy, to the hole. Jams it with the right hand.
Going to bring the roof down right that time. What a pick and roll and a great pass by Hall. And what a finish, a slam dunk by Keyshawn Murphy.
8-8 the score. Pringle hands it right back to Acuff. Right wing inside the arc to the free throw line. Down the right side of the lane. Into the corner and out of bounds. Off the hand of Trevon Brazil.
I think that shows the pressure of the Auburn Tigers defensively. Force the Razorbacks into getting a little bit faster than what they want to play, end up turning it over.
Tied at 8, Auburn basketball. 16:09 in the first half of play. Pettiford, Hall on the wing, outside the arc. Brings it top of the circle. Right hand dribble, crossover dribble, between the legs dribble. Dribbles it off his foot, ball is loose. Still loose, Arkansas ball. And here is Knox the other way to the wing. 3-ball in the air. Acuff missed it. Long rebound, Hall for Auburn. Up the middle of the floor to Pettiford. To Hot, crossover dribble, drives to the hole, off the glass. Got it!
That's 2 good point guards in the SEC going at each other with Pettiford and Acuff, that's for sure.
10-8 Auburn. Arkansas ball, Brazil. To Pringle outside the arc. He is not a threat there. Kicks it into the corner to the baseline. Knox, pull up, baseline shot. Hit the side of the backboard. Rebounded Sebastian Williams-Adams up the floor. Seb, free throw line, down the lane, into the corner, off the wing. Overton, Hall, 3, missed it short. And the rebound pulled away by Acuff the other way for Arkansas. Acuff on the wing, 3-ball in the air. Wagner, no. Weak side rebound and a foul against Hall as he fouls Trevon Brazil. Timeout on the floor, 15:08 in the first half of play. Auburn 10, Arkansas 8. Auburn Opelika Tourism is tonight's sponsor. AO Tourism, your official source for discovering the best places to eat, stay, and play in the Auburn Opelika area. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment, We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15:08 remaining in the first half. Auburn and Arkansas. Tigers lead the Hogs 10-8. Auburn has opened the game 4 of 8 from the field. Arkansas 3 of 8 from the field. Auburn has out-rebounded the Hogs 5-3. Randall Dickey, give me your initial impressions of the pace of play here in the first few moments.
I think the Tigers are off to a really good start. Defensively, they've been very solid. They're really pressuring the Razorbacks. They've already created one turnover by the Hogs. That's been a good sign. The offense is off to a good start, led by Keyshawn Hall. Early 6 points kind of gets the Tigers in a comfortable position scoring the basketball against that pressure defense of the Razorbacks. But the biggest stat, Andy, 4 assists on 4 made baskets. When you're sharing the basketball and everybody's touching it, it makes the offense have a good rhythm to it, and you also are always trying to find the open player.
Billy Richmond, the third into the game for Arkansas, 6'6" sophomore out of Memphis, Tennessee, 8.9 points, 3.6 rebounds. He was perfect from the field at Ole Miss Wednesday night, going 5 of 5. Elijah Freeman and Philip Jovich into the Auburn lineup coming out of the timeout.
Maybe he'll get a little spark off the bench with Jovich.
Inbound to the wing for Wagner from the right side. Bounce pass to the top for Acuff. Shot clock at 15. Left wing 3 ball, Brazil. No good. And the rebound to Jovich.
Good backs out that time. Good defensive rebound by Jovich.
10-8 Auburn. Pettiford drives. Floating Yogi. Got it!
Oh, my goodness. Well, he just split 2 defenders. He got to the paint and just got up above the entire Razorback back line.
12-8 Auburn. Acuff, right wing Wagner. Top of the circle for Acuff. Drives on Jovich. Down the left side of the lane. Lobs, ball deflected. Jovich has it. Throws it ahead to Freeman to the basket. Double hand slammerino.
First run out by the Tigers already. Their transition offense. They've turned the tables on the Razorbacks early in this game.
That's exactly right. Arkansas, one of the best fast break offenses in the country. But there are teams feel that there are times that they can take advantage of Arkansas's transition defense. And Auburn did just that, and John Calipari calls the 30-second timeout with 14:34 to go in the first half, and Auburn has opened up a 14-8 lead.
I think the biggest thing that the Razorbacks are concerned about, they are really prolific, and Acuff is really good, but they only play 8 players. In this environment, it's hot in here. The tempo is real high. How much they can stand to continue with their conditioning throughout this first half is already taking a toll on the on the Razorbacks, and it's been an advantage for the Tigers.
Pettiford, Freeman, Jovich, Hall, and Sebastian Williams-Adams for Auburn. Arkansas goes to its bench. Sharpshooter Malik Thomas checks in, freshman out of Pittsburgh. Second leading scorer, 15 points a ball game, and 37 of 100 from 3.
Let's see what adjustments are made. The Tigers are going to jump in a zone. It's a 1-2-2. It's a big wide 2-3. Flows back into a 3-2 zone, and they play it multiple ways.
Thomas mid lane, right wing 3 ball, Acuff, good.
Well, you just got to know where that lad's at all times, because he can certainly float wide open and make open shots.
14-11 Auburn, 14:06 first half of play. Pettiford across midcourt, right-hand dribble, behind the back dribble. Bounce pass left wing for Keyshawn Hall. Hall looking underneath. Tied up, double teamed into the corner. Freeman somehow got it, drives, shoots,
and
missed it. But he got fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. That ball just rolled over the back of the rim and off the other side.
That's two plays that Elijah Freeman has made. Coming in off the bench, he's been a spark right off the bat. He got the run-out dunk, and that time he took it baseline, got fouled on the drive.
Malik Thomas called for the foul, his first. Elijah Freeman at the line for 2 for Auburn, 74% this season. First is good.
I think we've talked about that a lot. I think we all like Elijah Freeman. His ceiling is so high. It's ultra talented. Getting used to this level of play, coming in from the Division II, it's going to take a little while, but once the light comes on, he's going to be terrific.
Second free throw from Freeman. Got him both. Auburn 16, Arkansas 11. Hogs have hit 2 threes in the first half. Same for Auburn. Acuff, left-hand dribble.
Tigers go back man-to-man this time, changing their defenses up, trying to keep the Hogs offset.
On the left wing, Malik Thomas. Top of the circle, Brazil hands back to Thomas. Down the right side of the lane to the corner. Acuff and another 3. It's good. Auburn's not getting out there on number 5.
In the same spot. You can't just be close to him. You've got to be all up, hands above his head, and really challenging his shots.
16-14 Auburn, 13-20 in the first half of play. Back-to-back threes by Acuff. Sebastian Williams-Adams drives to the hole, and he walked, drug the pivot foot. He got underneath the basket and tried to stop, and he walked, and Arkansas gets the ball back on Auburn's first turnover of the night.
Just kind of got lured in to go baseline and got down in an area that he's just not comfortable with and didn't have any other place to go but to turn it over.
Acuff across midcourt, Tigers by 2, Arkansas ball, 13:07 in the first half. Acuff between the rings. Left wing for Thomas. Malik on the wing, 3 ball, left wing, short. And the rebound saved by Pettiford, ahead to Freeman with Sebastian Williams-Adams. Freeman on the right wing, waits for the numbers. Working there against Malik Thomas, freshman on freshman. Nope, ball deflected back out to the top for Pettiford.
Can't be loose with that ball. You got to be strong with that basketball. The Razorbacks are always reaching and grabbing, and trying to knock it loose.
Wide open 3-ball right wing. Tahad didn't get it. Rebound Jovic. Head fake up and in with a foul.
What an offensive rebound. What a spark Philip Jovic has given the Tigers off the bench. Offensive rebound, stick back, got a chance for a 3-point play.
Jovic got Malik Ewan off of his feet, the 6'10" senior out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Transferred him from Florida State. He picked up the foul. And now Jovic with an and one. Good to see Phillip back out there. Blake Michalek gets some action in the first half for Auburn. 6'3" junior out of Dallas, Texas, as Pettiford sits down for the Tigers. And 1 free throw. Phillip knocks it home.
That young man really plays hard. He took the scouting report advice by being physical around that basket, and that time he showed it.
19-14 Tigers. Acuff. Right corner, Thomas, head fake at 3, drives to the basket, hangs, kicks it into the corner, 3-ball in the air, it's up, it's short, rebound tapped, and it comes to Sebastian Williams-Adams, races forward at the free throw line, dribbles off the right side, to Freeman, but Pringle was trailing the play and picked up the pass, and here's Arkansas the other way. Acuff across midcourt for the Hogs. Tigers up by 5. Acuff, double high post screen, Acuff left wing, top of the circle, Brazil to Acuff. Lobs it underneath. Freeman stepped in front of the pass, out of bounds off of Pringle. Auburn basketball.
Great backside defensive help by Elijah Freeman that time. When we were fronting the post, he comes from the backside and knocks it loose, but fortunately, the Razorbacks knocked it out of bounds.
11:52 in the first, Auburn 19, Arkansas 14. Today's first half presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Butch Thompson.
When we went 12-3 in our home conference schedule this year, I don't think it was a coincidence. I think it had something to do with these renovations and the atmosphere now that's provided. Everybody's always enjoyed coming to Auburn because the people are great. It's a beautiful venue, but it wasn't the most challenging weekend. That's changed, baby. Sure. Moving forward, It absolutely has that feel to where I always want, well, that's an Auburn thing. People come to Auburn and people leave and like, that's an awesome place and has awesome people. But I want them to come and go say the same thing, but like, my God, it's tough to play those jokers. That's a tough environment. That is a challenge.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
Back at Neville Arena, Brad Law checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. One other SEC game in progress. That is in Oxford, where Missouri leads Ole Miss 22-19. Tigers vying for the 3-0 start to league play. Ole Miss has started 0-2. They're early in Oxford. Well, they're on a faster pace than we are. 7.5 to go in the first half. 22-19 Missouri on top. Outside the SEC, number 17 North Carolina hosting Wake Forest in ACC action. Tar Heels lead the Demon Deacons 19-13, 9 minutes deep at the Dean Dome. Here, Auburn leads Arkansas 19-14. Tigers outscoring the Razorbacks 10-2 in the painted area. It's a Yellowwood scoreboard. We get it back to Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
In addition, Auburn 6 points to Arkansas's none in the second chance opportunities, and getting some play off the bench. 7-0 Auburn leads with bench points here. And Tigers' lineup has changed again. It's Michalek at the point with Overton and Freeman, along with Hall and Murphy out there for Auburn.
Well, the Tigers are really off to an outstanding start. 58% from the field, 50% from the three ball, and 3 for 3 from the line. You couldn't ask much better. Got to be careful here on this press.
Arkansas presses, and it's Hall that will bring it forward against Trevin Brazil. Cross midcourt, gets the ball to Michalek in the center circle, picked up by Acup. Off the right side, a bounce pass Murphy outside the arc, back to the top Michalek. Blake a couple dribbles on the right hand. Goes to the left, shot clock at 11 against Acup. Got a screen for Murphy. Now double teamed, in some trouble. Wing Hall, head fake, drives to the basket, to the hole. Got it with a foul!
Just an outstanding move for the three-point line. Blake Michalek kind of lured the double team in. He made the pass out of the double team to Hall, and Hall made a great decision. Saw the opening. Looked like Moses parted the ways as he was driving the lane.
Hung in the air just a little bit, drew that foul, and he has the opportunity for the and one. The foul was against Pringle, his first. And now Hall at the free throw line, where he is 109 of 127. Add one to both of those. And a three-point play for Auburn gives the Tigers a 22-14 lead.
Oh, that free throws look good. We're 4 for 4 from today, and that's a good sign for the Auburn Tigers.
Acup at the point. Off the right side against Overton. Cut off, now to the top. It's Malik Thomas against Michalek. 15 to shoot. Thomas against Michalek, and a foul against Michalek. Like, okay. That's kind of dual contact there, wasn't it?
I think the containment by the Auburn Tigers on the defensive end is really frustrating the Razorbacks right now. They cannot get where they want to go, and so the Tigers are really moving their feet.
11:04 in the first. Acup against Overton, running one-hander, didn't get it. Rebound Freeman the other way for Auburn. Off the left wing, Hall had a three, didn't take it, now does. Oh, yes!
Oh, big splash from the three ball. What a fast break led by Elijah Freeman. Made the assist to Keyshawn Hall, and boys, he off to a good start scoring that basketball.
10:43 in the first, Auburn by 11. Underneath, they throw it away. There's another steal for Hall. Baseball pass ahead, Overton to the hole, goes up and scores!
Oh, the defensive pressure is really affecting the Razorbacks' play right now. The Tigers are electric right now, just defending and really pushing that ball hard up the floor.
Acup at the top against Murphy, drives on Murph, through the lane, into the corner, Thomas and a three, it's good.
He can shoot that ball. He is instant offense off the bench. You got to stay close to him and not let him have an open three. You got to make him earn the basket.
27-17 Tigers, 10:05 in the first. Mashalik running the point for Hall, now 1,500 career points with that three ball last time down the floor. Freeman, bounce pass, Hall inside the arc, baseline left. Head fake, now drives to the hole, up, got it!
Oh, wow, he got in the air, changed hands from his left hand to his right hand and laid it in. Outstanding move. Is he playing really well at this time?
5 of 8 from the field. Keyshawn Hall with 14 points. Make that 12 on the day. Auburn leads it 29-17. A-Cup, corner, three ball, Thomas, no. Weak side rebound, Freeman, foul. And the foul goes against, they're going to call a double foul on Murphy.
Ooh.
They're going to call a double foul on Murphy and Pringle on the rebound.
We better take a look at that one.
Well,
I don't know for sure. Of course, I can only had one view. Looked like Murph had inside position trying to box out, and the guy pulled him down on top of him.
They're going to go to the replay monitor. A foul on Pringle, a foul on Murphy. It would be this. It's the second foul on Pringle, the first on Murphy. And I think they're going to see if one of the two players used the clinch.
The following play is under review. The call on the court's a double foul, looking for a possible hook and hold.
And I'm not sure which would be guilty of the hook and hold at this point. I don't know if it's Pringle or if it's Murphy. If it stands that there's no hook and hold, the double foul gives Auburn the ball at the 9:28 mark, leading 29-17.
But it still applies the foul to Murph.
Yes, it would be a foul on Murphy and Pringle. Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, so the explanation that was just given to TV wasn't a hook and hold by any player specifically. It was they were just going to see if there was any malicious or flagrant intent. So they're going at this seemingly starting from a neutral position to see if
It was a hook. It was a hold by the Razorbacks right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll make that call.
We get it. We get a replay from the side or the end line. And it looks like Pringle is the guy that pulls down Keyshawn Murphy. Now, again, the three officials are now talking. The three officials are Don Daly, Steven Anderson, and Anthony Jordan. These are veteran SEC, among SEC officials.
Well, it's a dangerous play sometimes when you hook a guy's arm and he does not have the balance and he's going
and now
backwards.
we may get an explanation. They're going to call both head coaches to the scorer's table. Well, John Calipari comes to the scorer's table. They're talking to Stephen Pearl just outside the Auburn bench.
Well, he'll ask a lot of questions, that's for sure.
I don't think there's a hook and hold, but I think Auburn has, well, wait a minute, hold on.
After review, the double foul, the white threes foul will be taken away.
All right.
We will upgrade 23 red to a flagrant one hook and hold.
Well, there you go.
2 shots for 3 white.
That's
Auburn
what I
ball.
thought.
Well, Pringle then picks up his second foul, and now Murphy's at the line for 2 for Auburn.
Well, that's a big feather in the Tigers' cap.
And the first free throw by Murph.
Keep making those free throws.
Good. 30-17 Auburn, 9:28 in the first. Second free throw by Murphy. Good. And now Auburn basketball, leading 31-17 against Arkansas. Full length of the floor to go. We'll see some pressure by the Hogs.
That's one thing the Tigers cannot do.
Pettiford, by the way,
like
back
they
in the
did
game
the
of
other
point.
night. We cannot let up. They need to continue to apply pressure to the Razorbacks.
Inbound into the corner for Pettiford. And Tahad will bring it forward for the Tigers.
Looks like we changed up our press offense a little bit. Gave Tahad a little bit more room to maneuver on that press offense.
Double team throws it, ball deflected. There's a steal. Drive to the hole. And a foul is called as Billy Richmond III went to the basket. It was not a good pass from Tahad, and Richmond stepped in front of it and was fouled in the play. First foul on the Tigers.
Yeah, you cannot drive one direction and then turn and throw the ball blindly to the other direction without seeing the defenders. And then the Razorbacks just ran through that pass, caused Tahad to get a foul.
Inbound quickly. Richmond at the top. Left wing, head fake at 3 by Wagner to the baseline, to the drive, to the basket, and it's a good basket, a reverse by Trevin Brazil. Stopped a 15-3 run by Auburn, 31-19 Tigers, 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, the Razorbacks not going to go away. The Tigers are going to continue to have to apply pressure to them.
Pettiford off the hedge, gets it on the right side. Kevin Overton at the top to Hod, head fake at 3. Off the left wing, double team to the top, it's Overton. Long 3, logo 3, short. And the rebound pulled in by Malik Ewan.
I'm sure that's the best shot that we could have taken that time. We're just playing catch out front. We've got to be on the attack to the basket.
Richmond drives to the basket, he missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Murphy for Auburn. Rebounding early on, 11 Auburn, Arkansas 4. Overton running the show right now against Brazil. Throws it away. There's a steal by Thomas to the basket, and he jams it.
Well, we got to get Tahad involved a little bit more. He is hiding from the basketball that time. And then when he started to come up, his man just ran right through the pass all the way to the other end.
Turnovers 2 of the last 3 times down the floor for Auburn in Auburn's half-court offense. Pettiford, bounce pass, Murphy at the top. They give him the 3. Left wing. Sebastian Williams-Adams hands it to Pettiford. Stop and pop 3. Didn't get it. Rebound Sebastian. Drives, shoots. Reverse layup, good.
What a play by the young freshman from the Georgia. Just made a great offensive rebound and snaked his way to the other side of the basket for a lay-in.
33-21 Auburn. Ewan top of the circle for Arkansas. Drives, goes up, a whistle and a foul. I think this may go against Sebastian. It's going to be a shooting foul, and it will take us to a timeout. 7:33 to go in the first. Auburn 33, Arkansas 21. Your team is your most valuable asset, so ensure that they are protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey Auburn fans, if you're a nursing mother, wounded veteran, special needs family, or caring for an elderly loved one, Snazzy is here to support you. This season, snag free parking passes for select families at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Plus, Snazzy gives away a VIP package every home game. Nominate someone in these groups at snazzy.org. Everything Snazzy does is thanks to Carrier, the inventors of modern air conditioning. Head to snazzy.org now to learn more and apply. Snazzy, accessibility for all.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Back to Neville Arena for more Auburn basketball.
Welcome back to Neville. 7:33 to go in the first half. Auburn 33, Arkansas 21. Tigers have led by as many as 14 in this first half of play. But boy, 2 of the last 3 times down the floor, Randall, turnovers by the Tigers, and it can happen in a hurry, as we saw Tuesday night against Texas A&M. How do you stay out of that trouble where a team can go on a run because of turnovers?
Well, you do. It's a double-edged sword. Coach Calipari calls timeout. He makes an adjustment on the defensive end on his defensive ball screen defense by trapping the basketball, created the first run through. Then they ended up hitting a 3, and then they get another run through on a defensive end because the Tigers are not handling the ball screen very well offensively. Instead of playing a little bit more north and south, we're playing a little bit more east to west from sideline to sideline, and it does not give you an opportunity to have a good look at the basket when you play that way.
All 3 of Auburn's turnovers have produced offensive rebounds, that is, not turnovers, offensive rebounds have produced points for Auburn.
The positive that you take away from that segment, even though it was a negative play by the Tigers, it gave Keyshawn Hall a little extra time to rest. And so I see he's back in the game, and that may be a spark for us.
Malik Ewan at the line, senior out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Had a career-high 26 while he was with Florida State against SMU last March in the ACC tournament. Excellent rebounder. His first free throw is missed. Off the iron, off the glass, and then rolled over the front iron and out. Out of Berkmar High School in Lawrenceville, Georgia.
They've really got their terrific defensive crew in. Razorbacks this is the best defensive group that they play.
Second free throw, good. Arkansas presses Auburn by 11. Sebastian Williams-Adams races forward all the way to the hole, put it up. Ball was blocked off the glass. Auburn wanted a goaltender, didn't get it. Arkansas the other way. Wagner on the wing, top of the circle, Brazil to Wagner. Tigers lead it by 11. Arkansas ball 7-11 in the first half. 33-22 Tigers. Wagner gets a screen picked up by Murphy and a switch. Left wing three ball, Thomas, no. In and out. Rebound Murphy for the Tigers.
Tigers are still contending to box out very well, and defensive rebound has been a positive.
Boy, Pettiford held by the jersey. They didn't call it. So he was trying to fight through a screen.
Oh, it's a physical matchup today, and they're after Tahad. They're really guarding him close.
Screen for Murphy. Tahad tries to turn the corner, picks up the dribble, low post Murph. Loses it, gets it back, goes up, and he missed it. And the rebound to Ewan for Arkansas. Left side, into the corner. Brazil for three. Nope, weak side rebound, Auburn.
Oh, that's good. That missed because the Razorback came.
Ahead Overton. Drives to the hole. Left hand reverse. Go.
Whoa, what a beautiful layup by Kevin Overton. Just snaked his way across the other side of the basket and kind of put some English on that basketball to roll through the basket.
35-22 Auburn. Jovic coming in at the next break for the Tigers. Arkansas basketball. DJ Wagner at the point, gets a screen. Drives right side, kicks it off the left wing. Thomas inside the arc in the key. Low post pass stolen by Murphy. Ahead to Pettiford. Tigers by 13 with the ball.
Good active hands by the Tigers that time.
To the basket. Floats it up there, didn't get it. Doggone it. Rebound pulled in by Ewan for Arkansas. Up the right side. Arkansas ball. Drive into the lane. Now out to the top of the circle. It's DJ Wagner. Hands between the circles for Ewan. They'll give him a three, and he makes it.
Oh, me. Just can't just sit there and down. Hands
that's just his second three of the year. Just his second attempt from three.
The defense of the Tigers have been aggressive all day. They need to continue to be aggressive, play smart, but you cannot dare players at this level just to shoot a three.
Pettiford, low post, Sebastian Williams-Adams, baseline right. Bumps his way into the lane. Goes up, no foul.
That's one thing that was a scouting report on Trevin Brazil is you've got to be physical with him, and Sway did that time to draw the foul. Just put his body on him.
It'll be the first foul on Brazil. And Sebastian Williams-Adams, outstanding freshman out of Houston, Texas, and St. John's High School, will go to the line for a couple. That was a hard foul against Seb. Fifth foul against Arkansas. Auburn called for 4. 2 free throws for Sebastian Williams-Adams. Auburn by 10, 35-25. First free throw. Ooh, in and out. First miss of the day for Auburn from the free throw line.
Well, it's beginning late in the season or in the middle of the season. It's become a little bit more mental with Sway on his free throws. He's got good form. His rhythm is good. The ball's just not going down. That light's going to come on one of these days, and it'll turn the corner on
Murphy
that.
and Pettiford get a rest. Michalek and Jovic back in for the Tigers. Second free throw by Sebastian. We missed that one, too. And the rebound to Arkansas. Razorbacks with the ball, trailing by 10 as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first half. DJ Wagner crossover. Drives into the lane, goes up for a shot. And a whistle and a foul against Michalek. That's the wrong guy. He didn't commit the foul. Wagner went down. If there's a foul, it's against Overton. It'll be the second foul on Blake Michalek. 5:03 in the first half, and Arkansas at the line. DJ Wagner, it's a good free throw shooting team in Arkansas at 75% this season. Wagner 77%. First free throw is in and out. 5:03 mark of the first half. Auburn by 10, 35-25.
Oh, every possession is just high level, and it's really tense in here. Each player is feeling that.
Wagner got the second to fall. It's down to a 9-point Auburn lead. Transfer out of Kentucky. Michalek now will work against Acuff up the floor. Across midcourt, hands the ball to Keyshawn Hall. Hall between the circles, 14 in the first half, lost it, got it back at midcourt, and he's fouled by Wagner right at the midcourt line. Second foul on DJ Wagner. Hey, listen, there's nothing new here. This Arkansas team's going to play Auburn really, really physical.
Well, they know that they've been a little shaky with the ball screen that time, and they've changed from the first segment to now. They've changed their ball screen defense to trap it, to put two players on that ball, hoping they'd pick the ball up and turn it over. The Tigers have just got to get it out of that double team quicker, find the open guy.
Sebastian Williams-Adams to the low post. Hall, skip pass to the corner. Michalek at the top. It's Overton. Shot clock at 10. KO backed up with 8. Backs up with 6. Right wing pass. Sebastian Williams-Adams missed it. Rebound Jovic. Back out to Seb. That's Overton. Straightaway 3. In and out. Rebound Michalek. Off the right wing, Overton drives to the hole, goes up. No foul. Yes, there is. Thank you.
Yes, they did. That was outstanding. The Auburn Tigers are all over the offensive glass, getting extra possessions.
Yeah.
That time they draw the foul. That's the negative of the offensive rebounding, is when you get more offensive rebounds, eventually you get extra possessions, but then you draw fouls, and that's what Overton did that time.
Overton will be at the line for 2 after the foul by Brazil. That is Trevin's second of the night.
Well, they're not a really deep team as well, and so
they play 8.
So the best thing that the Tigers can do is continue to stay on the attack.
Overton for 2 at the free throw line. Lefty, first free throw, short.
We started off just great, and now we've missed, 3 in a row on the free throw line.
That's odd for Overton. He's 83% this season for the transfer from Texas Tech, who's had double-digit games 10 times this season for Auburn. Second free throw. He got the second to fall.
Good, mature player, regroups, goes back to his routine. He made a nice free throw on that one.
Acuff across midcourt for the Hogs. Double high post screen off the right wing. Picked up by Jovic in the switch. Now Overton. Acuff all the way to the hole off the glass. He didn't get it. Rebound tap up. No. And a whistle and a foul against Auburn. I'm not sure what the foul was, friends, quite frankly.
I think Michalek they're going to call it on him on the
rebound. That'll be his third foul. That's the third foul, I believe, on Blake Michalek. Yep, that's 3 on Blake, and that'll bring Pettiford back into the ballgame. He got Ewan on the rebound. Ewan, 71% from the stripe. He'll get 2. First free throw is good. Auburn's lead is 9, 4:08 in the first half. Brazil back out of the lineup for Arkansas. They go back in. They bring Wagner back in for the Razorbacks. For Auburn, the 5, Pettiford, Freeman, Overton, Hall, and Jovic. Ewan makes both. Trims the lead down to 8. 4:06 to go in the first half. 36-28 Auburn. Pettiford across midcourt against DJ Wagner. Double team. Gets the ball to Jovic. Free throw line down the lane. Spins. Goes to the hole and scores!
Really nice move. Phillip is known for that. Maybe we'll get another one out of him, but once a game he takes the ball from the top of the key all the way to the basket, and he really made a nice move that time.
5 points for Jovic. Acuff off the left side. On the wing left side, top of the circle, to Thomas. Picked it up, got it back. Right side, it's Acuff against Jovic. Acuff, crossover, 18-footer in the air. He buried it.
Such a solid guard. Just kind of sized him up, went up over the top of him, and made a nice jump shot.
First in double figures for Arkansas. Acuff with 10. 38-30 Tigers. Pettiford against Wagner. Top of the circle, it's Overton. Now to Freeman between the circles. He's picked up by Thomas. Pettiford on a curl. Pits it on the floor. Into the lane. Off the left side. Freeman. 3 ball in the air. Got it!
Oh, what a splash. Great assist, but to Hod, Pettiford penetrated to the paint, drew the defense together, and then dished it off.
Auburn
what a
goes
nice
to the
shot.
trapping zone out of that. Richmond at the top. Had a three, didn't take it. Right wing three ball. Wagner, he missed that three. And the rebound, Pettiford skies. Here's Auburn up by 11 with the ball. Pettiford across midcourt, gets a double team there. Backs up, gets around that double team at the wing. At the top, Hall. Head fake at three, penetrates. All the way to the hole, lays it in.
Well, they're just cutting it. Arkansas's defense, just splitting them apart, driving it to the basket, kicking it out for the open shots. The Tigers are really playing well.
2:34 in the first. Auburn 43, Arkansas 30. A 5-0 run by Auburn. With each Tigers three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services makes a $25 donation to Outlive, which benefits local cancer patients and treatment centers. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University's Harvard College of Business, education is tailored to each student's individual needs. Our students receive personal guidance from industry mentors and career coaches. They learn by doing, through hands-on projects and real-world experiences. The result? Graduates who don't just know business, they're ready to lead and innovate from day one. That's what makes them distinctly Harvard. Harvard College of Business, inspiring business. Discover more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chaffee's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle!
Back at Neville Arena, coming up at Conecuh halftime. Check of the scores from the SEC in the top 25. A look around Auburn athletics, including Auburn gymnastics, with a really impressive start to its season last night in a win over NC State. Preview of women's basketball tomorrow against Florida right here in this very building, plus all the pertinent stats from the first 20 minutes. It's Conecuh halftime, 2 minutes, 34 seconds away in game action from Conecuh halftime. Tigers up 13, 43-30. Auburn called a timeout there, which took us to the break. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey. Tigers want to make sure they keep this momentum and win the final 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
No question about that, Brad. One of the reasons that they've been able to gain this momentum, Randall, is on the boards where Auburn has out-rebounded Arkansas 18-9 in this first half of play.
Well, it shows the difference. You can see an offensive transition. They've got 8 fast break points off of that. They're really defending and giving the Razorbacks one shot at in blocking out, which is one of the big keys going into this game, is keeping the Razorbacks off the offensive glass. That has turned into good offensive play. Another thing that you've got to take your hat off to the Tigers. Up to this point, 9 assists on 16 made baskets, really sharing the basketball and finding the open shooters.
And Arkansas has had nothing for Keyshawn Hall, who has 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting. It's the third time in the last 4 games that Key has scored at least 16 points in the first half. Well, nothing new for this guy, is it?
Well, it was really good to see him get a rest. He came off the bench, and the first thing that opened up was a layup. That really continues the confidence level, and the next time he takes a jump shot, it should pay off.
A-Cup brings it up the floor on the right-hand dribble. Picked up by Kevin Overton. Gets a screen right side. Down the right side of the lane, drives, and he missed it. Rebound Auburn. Good defense by Overton, who brings it forward for the Tigers. Top of the circle, kicks it right wing, Elijah Freeman. All the way to the hole, head fake. Goes up, ball blocked off of Freeman and out of bounds. And it's Arkansas basketball.
It's the first time that just kind of got into the paint, and he did a good job driving. Elijah Freeman got in there, but instead of passing it out, he tried to shoot it, and they blocked it off his body.
Ball was blocked by Pringle off of the back of Freeman, so Arkansas has it. A-Cup between the circles, gets a screen. Right wing Richmond on the wing. Throws it away, Hall with a steal. Keyshawn up the middle of the floor, weaves his way down the right side of the lane. Low post, Jovic.
Oh,
double
what
hand
a
stop.
play right there. Good transition basket. Great defense by the Tigers. Turns into 2 points on the other end.
15-point lead for Auburn, a minute 44 in the first. Acuff, bounce pass, top of the circle, Pringle. Pringle off the left wing. Gets the ball to Richmond. Down the left side, Acuff for three. Nope. Rebound Overton for Auburn. Ahead, Pettiford with Freeman. Bounce pass to the hole.
Oh!
Windmill right-hand hammer.
Unbelievable
Holy
fast
cow.
break. What a pass by Tahad Pettiford. The jungle is wild, and it's affecting the Razorbacks' play. It's all Auburn Tigers right now.
Hall was the trailer for Auburn. I was looking left at Freeman, and they got the ball to Hall, who skied to the hole. And Auburn leads by 17 after a timeout by Arkansas with a minute 28 to go in the first. Dear goodness gracious.
Tahad kind of faked you out on
Yes,
that
he
pass,
did.
didn't he?
That's not saying much.
Well, that was an outstanding lead. 3-on-2 fast break. Tahad threaded the needles between the two defenders, and Keyshawn Hall just kind of reached back and Tommy Hawk dunked that one.
Yes, he did. He Tommy Hawked it real well. A season high 18 points in the first half tonight for Keyshawn Hall, who is 7 of 9 from the field. And oh, by the way, 3 of 4 from 3.
Well, the Razorbacks have tried to change. They've done two different things that changed the pace of the game. They sped up their offense that last segment, and they got going too fast, took a quick shot. The Tigers capitalized on that. The Tigers need to continue to play defense like they have been.
Acuff across midcourt, 122 in the first, Auburn by 17. Razorbacks ball, Brazil. Off the right side, Malik Thomas penetrates. Goes up with the right hand, he missed it. Rebound, low post, Ewan taken away by Jovic. Races forward up the right sideline. Hands it back to Hall. Tigers by 17 at the ball. A minute 5 to go in the first half of play. Pettiford works against Malik Thomas. Looked back to the right side, throws it right wing, Pettiford. Free ball, no.
Ooh.
And the rebound pulled in by Brazil for Arkansas.
That'll put us up 20 right there. Yeah. Big possession right there.
Look for a 3-ball right here for Arkansas. Thomas, 18-footer in the air. Didn't get that one. Rebound tapped out. Run down by Brazil on the perimeter for the Razorbacks. To Billy Richmond. Low post. Underneath. Drive to the hole. It's up and it's good with a foul on the play.
There's a second opportunity. One of the few the Razorbacks have gotten, but that time they took advantage of it and put it back in the basket, and we end up fouling.
Malik Ewan with a chance for the and one on the foul by Filip Jovic. 35.8 seconds in the first. Game clock, shot clock, 5.8 seconds apart. Auburn can work basically for a final shot if it chooses.
Last two possessions was really big swing. Tigers got a chance to go up 20 with a missed three.
Ewan missed the free throw, rebound to Freeman.
I think they ought to go for the last shot right here. They need to run the clock down.
Pettiford behind the back dribble, has to run down the ball. Shot clock at 20, game clock at 24. Pettiford off the top for Elijah Freeman. Auburn leads it 47-32. Freeman down the lane to the basket.
Oh!
Double hand stop.
Got to get back defense. They're going to let the clock run right here. 12 seconds to defend this. Tigers need to win this possession right here. Go in with an unbelievable momentum.
At the top, drives it all the way to the hole, put it up, block and a foul. I think the block was clean, but somebody got him with the body. And Acuff with 2.5 seconds will go to the line. I think it's Jovic. We'll double check. Acuff at the line for 2, 78% this season.
Cannot ever let your guard down with Darius Acuff has the basketball, and he was headed to the basket.
Second foul on Jovic, and Acuff makes the first free throw count. Acuff with 11, the only player in double figures for the Razorbacks. 49-33 Tigers, 2.5 seconds in the half. Acuff again, and he got it. And Hall will trigger to Pettiford.
Get a shot.
From midcourt, good if it goes. Off the glass, it didn't go, and the first half comes to a close, and it was a dandy for Auburn. From start to finish of that first half of play, Auburn 49, Arkansas 34. At Neville Arena, the 77th consecutive sellout on the Plains. Time now for Kanaka halftime. And here is Bradford T. Law.
Well, with 2:34 to go in the half, Auburn led by 13. We said Auburn needed to win the final 2:34. They did. The Tigers were +2 over that stretch. They're +15 here at Conecuh halftime, 49-34. Let's start with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, and we'll look at the other game in progress in the SEC right now, and it's also at halftime in Oxford. Ole Miss fell behind early, but has battled back. They took a 1-point lead into the break over Missouri, 37-36. Tigers take on Mizzou in Columbia Wednesday night. A.J. Storr, a big first half for the Rebels. He has 18 of their 37 points. Rebels over Mizzou, 37-36 at the half. Everything else in the SEC final. Vanderbilt beat LSU 84-73. Florida throttled Tennessee 91-64. Texas A&M got by Oklahoma 83-76. And Georgia beat South Carolina in Columbia 75-70. Top 25 games in progress now. Only one other that's in progress now, and that is 17th ranked North Carolina at home, leading Wake Forest at the half 49-38. Finals in the top 25. Upsets today. Wisconsin went into Chrysler Center, beat second-ranked Michigan 91-88. It is the Wolverines' first loss of the season. Also, West Virginia with a home upset over 22nd-ranked Kansas. Mountaineers beat the Jayhawks 86-75, outscored them by 15 in the second half to get the win. Other top 25 scores today. Top-ranked Arizona blew by TCU on the road 86-73. Third-ranked Iowa State knocked off Oklahoma State 83-71. It was fourth-ranked UConn beating DePaul 72-60. Number 6 Duke, a winner over 24th-ranked SMU at Cameron Indoor Stadium 82-75. Blue Devils are 4-0 in the ACC. 7th-ranked Houston pulled away from Baylor on the road in Waco 77-55. Bears dropped to 0-3 in Big 12 action. Cougars are 3-0. 10th-ranked Nebraska won again. Cornhuskers stay undefeated, 16-0 with a win at Indiana, 83-77. Number 20 Louisville, a 13-point winner over Boston College, 75-62. And also in the ACC, number 23 Virginia took care of Stanford, 70-55. Cavaliers now 3-1 in ACC action. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Auburn controls 15th-ranked Arkansas in the first half, 49-34, our Conecuh halftime score. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics when we come back to Neville Arena. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner. On the court, a perfect assist sets up success. That's what the Ford F-150 truck can do for you. Whether you're up against a deadline or taking some time to unwind, F-150 delivers the power, capability, and reliability you need to make every play. From the work site to the campsite, it's game on in the Ford F-150. This is Andy Bertram. For great offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Sunday, January 11th to begin a two-game homestand. The Tigers host the Florida Gators at 2 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. Auburn women's basketball alumni will be welcomed back for the alumni game. It is also the annual We Back Pack game to honor SEC legend Pat Summitt in the fight against Alzheimer's. Make your plans now to see Auburn take on Florida in Neville Arena, Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle!
This is Conecuh halftime from Neville Arena. Auburn 49, 15th ranked Arkansas 34. This look around Auburn athletics is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Memorable night last night here at Neville Arena as the 11th ranked Auburn gymnastics team opened its season against number 23 NC State. And the Tigers recorded the second highest opening score in program history. A terrific effort, 197-150, the score for Jeff Graba's crew, and he joined us on Tiger Talk this past Thursday night. He said, hey, we're going to find out with everybody else how we're going to be this year, a relatively young squad, and they came out and owned it here on opening night at Neville Arena. Julianne Huff won the all-around. She had a 9.875 on vault, a 9.775 on bars, first time in college on bars. Two more career highs, 9.825 on beam and a 9.9 on floor. Paige Zankin anchored, scored a 9.975 on vault. Tigers opened with a 49.475 in the first rotation. Just a lot of fun in front of another sellout crowd here at Neville Arena. Auburn starts SEC play Sunday, January 18th, next Sunday, when the Tigers take on Arkansas in Fayetteville. That's number 11 Auburn against number 10 Arkansas at 5 o'clock next Sunday afternoon. Women's basketball opens a two-game homestand tomorrow afternoon inside this very building. Auburn welcomes Florida. Both teams off to an 0-3 start in SEC play, so a pivotal early conference season game for Larry Vickers and company, a chance to get that first league win as head coach of the Tigers. Tip-off is 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Tickets are available on the Auburn Game Day app on the Tickets tab or at aubtix.com. Britt Bowen, Dr. Larry DeShera will have broadcast coverage for you at 1:45 tomorrow afternoon in the Auburn-Opelika area. That's on ESPN 106.7. Everywhere else, it's available on the Auburn Game Day app. Tigers in front of Arkansas, 49-34. We'll give you the stats when Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Rebound Overton for Auburn. Ahead Pettiford with Freeman. Bounce pass to the hole. Oh! Windmill right-hand hammer.
Unbelievable fast break. What a pass by Tahad Pettiford. The jungle is wild, and it's affecting the Razorbacks' play. It's all Auburn Tigers right now.
One of 5 dunks for Auburn in the first half. Tigers lead by 15 at Conecuh halftime, 49-34. Let's look at your stats from the first 20 minutes. Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. SeatGeek also presents our halftime stats. Whether you're buying or selling those basketball tickets, SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek. Every category Auburn has owned a convincing advantage in the first half. Auburn shot 57.5% from the floor, 19 of 33, because they had 5 dunks and 9 more layups. So they had a big advantage in the paint as well. 30-8, Tigers won points in the paint. From 3, Auburn was 4 of 11. Arkansas shot 11 of 30 from the floor, under 37%. Razorbacks did hit 6 of their 17 triple tries. At the foul line, Auburn 7 of 10, and Arkansas was 6 of 9. Points off fast breaks, an area where Arkansas has been dominant this year in transition. They got 2 points in the first half. Auburn got 12. Second chance points, thanks to 5 offensive rebounds. Auburn leads in second chance points, 9-4. Speaking of rebounds, a dominant window war for the orange and blue in the first half. 22 rebounds to Arkansas's 12, and it was balanced. 4 different players have 4 rebounds for the Tigers, and Filip Jovic has 3. Or rather, Elijah Freeman has 3 in just 12 minutes on the floor. Points off turnovers. Tigers gave it away 5 times, took it away 6. Auburn leads in points off turnovers 9-4. Some of the individual numbers. Arkansas was led by Darius Acuff, every bit as advertised. He's 2 of 5 from distance, 4 of 10 from the floor. He had a dozen points. He and Malik Ewan have combined for 20 of their 34 points. Ewan had 8 and a team best 5 rebounds to go with it. Acuff and Malik Thomas, who has 5 points, he's 2 of 7 shooting. Acuff and Thomas have taken 17 of their 30 shots. So over half of the attempts have come from those 2 Arkansas players. For Auburn, Keyshawn Hall, the front runner, 18 points and 4 assists. 7 of 9 shooting, 3 of 4 from distance. He drew a couple of fouls, got a couple of M1 opportunities, blocked a shot, got a steal. A tremendous first half for Keyshawn Hall. Elijah Freeman off the bench, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. 7 points in the first half for Filip Jovic. Jovic in just 8.5 minutes on the floor, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and an assist. Rounding out the other numbers, 4 points for Tahad Pettiford. He also had 4 rebounds and 3 assists in the first half. 4 points and 4 rebounds for Keyshawn Murphy. And 2 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist for Sebastian Williams-Adams. Blake Michalek came on, played 4 important minutes off the bench for the Tigers, but did not score. It all adds up to a 15-point lead for Auburn. I'd be shocked if Arkansas doesn't come out and try to press more in the second half. Tigers obviously try to keep this momentum going. It has been an electric Neville Arena through the first half. No doubt that'll be the case again in the second. If you're watching on the courtside cam, you see John Calipari and the rest of the Arkansas staff making their way from the locker room. Both teams on the floor going through their warm-up. Second half, just a couple of minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
From the thrill of the game to your own peaceful retreat, all in one game day. The Residences at Arbor Lake in the heart of Auburn combines comfort, connection, and calm. A short drive from the stadium and AU campus, the Residences at Arbor Lake is a 35-acre escape with stocked fishing lake and private balcony for each unit in the 55-plus apartment community, locally owned and operated. Discover your quiet place. The Residences at Arbor Lake. War Eagle.
Get ready, Auburn. The ultimate hunting and outdoor experience is coming soon with Winter Timber Outdoors. For those who know the difference, we've got you covered. From premium firearms and trusted ammo to the largest selection of knives and Sitka gear built for the extreme. Winter Timber Outdoors is your one-stop hunting shop. Plus, check out our lifestyle apparel and our On Cloud running shoes. Find us at 2049 East University Drive across from the Auburn Mall next to Walmart or online at wintertimberoutdoors.com.
Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of a savings account, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Second half about to begin. Auburn will have the ball to open the second half. Tigers up by a score of 49-34. Well, there's just no room to let up in this ball game for this Auburn Tiger Ball Club, Randall Dickey.
Well, it's one of the best halves that the Auburn Tigers have played this year. They've just been sensational. They're shot it in the basket for percentage. They had the most points in the paint. Their fast break, they lead in fast break points. Their bench points are getting production off the pine. And I think the biggest stat that tells the tale is 22-12 on the rebounding stat. Gives the Auburn Tigers more possession. Our transition offense has really looked good. Our fast break, and we've been productive finishing those.
Coming into this ball game, Arkansas almost 44% from three in the last 7 games. In the first half, the Razorbacks were 6 of 17. I say that because there is the potential for Arkansas to go off even more from three in this second half of play.
Well, they're explosive, and they certainly have not played as well. A lot of it is because of the Tigers' defense, but they've got it instilled in the Hogs. They can go on a run at any time.
Pettiford to Overton, top of the circle. Left wing for Keyshawn Hall. Back to the wing, left side for Pettiford. Shot clock at 17. Behind the back dribble on the wing. Top of the circle for Murphy. 13 to shoot. Murphy puts it on the floor. Kicks it right wing for Overton. Penetrates to the hole. Nice pass underneath. Passes to Murphy. Head fake up. No. Rebound tap. And Arkansas has it. Ooh, a good chance for Auburn to get the first basket of the second half.
A great offensive series, but no cigar because there's no basket. Had it right where we needed to head. Just did not finish it.
Auburn by 15. Arkansas first offensive possession. Pringle at the point. Looks right, now looks left, hands the ball there to Wagner. Back to Pringle to the hole, and he dunks it.
Arkansas comes out firing. They've got a different look on their face right now. They're not playing near as tight. They ran the two-man play to perfection and started off the second half with a dunk.
Auburn's lead is 13 points. Pettiford across midcourt. Bounce pass Murphy, straightaway three. Boom!
Oh, that's really nice. Good two-man play between Murphy and Tahad Pettiford. Tahad made the right decision by giving it at the right time to Murphy, and nice-looking three-point shot.
52-36 Tigers. Pringle, right wing, A-cup, inside the arc. Brazil working on Overton. Backs his way into the basket. Goes up with the left hand. He missed it short. KO got the rebound.
Good
Outlet
defense
Pettiford.
right there by the Tigers. He held his ground, was physical with Brazil, and that made the difference.
Auburn by 16 and a foul away from the ball underneath the basket on Arkansas. It will go, I think, against Acuff.
Yeah, Williams-Adams is so strong. He had the early offense posted up in front of the rim. The Razorbacks was fighting hard to get around him, and he just couldn't do it. Sway has really come along in this post-up game.
Out of bounds, baseline right. Auburn by 16. Overton to Pettiford, baseline right inside the arc. Now brings it out to the top. Shot clock at 18. Whips a pass around the left side. Adams off the left side for Pettiford. To Sebastian. Puts it on the floor, drives, gets bumped, goes up from 5. Good!
Really nice play. Used his body. Being physical with the Razorbacks, I think, is a big key throughout this game. Because when we put body on body, we have won the matchup.
Richmond at the free throw line and a reach-in foul on Sebastian Williams-Adams. Second foul on Sway for the Tigers. 17:59 in the second. Auburn 54, Arkansas 36. Tigers have outscored the Hogs 5-2 to open the second half. And Auburn will go to the bench. Sway comes out. And Elijah Freeman, who is terrific for Auburn with 9 points and 3 rebounds, is in.
He sure was. He was a spark off the bench, and that's what he needs to do right here, right off the bat. On the defensive end is get his hands on a deflection, turn into a fast break.
A-cup at the point, drive to the hole by Wagner, kicks it right wing. Drive underneath, Richmond up with a left hand, he didn't get it. Rebound tap up and in by Brazil.
Brazil is so tough. Somebody let him get loose. We got to put a body on him and box him off that offensive glass.
54-38 Tigers. Pettiford Across midcourt, bounce pass, Murphy straight away outside the arc. Off the left side, it's Pettiford, shot clock at 16. Right wing, Freeman. Freeman lost it, got it back. Into the corner, Hall, open three, good!
Splish, splash, Keyshawn Hall. What a nice assist by Elijah Freeman, finding the open Hall in the corner.
21 for Hall, Auburn by 19, 57-38. Arkansas ball. Acuff Jr. on the right wing. Bounce pass, Brazil inside the arc, spins past Pettiford, goes up for the shot and draws the foul on Murphy. You at least make him go to the line to earn it.
Well, that was a really tough matchup. On the switch, Tahad Pettiford got switched off on Trevin Brazil. It's about 6'10", Tahad about 6'1". Big difference right there, and he just spun around. And then the help side defense, which was early in the first half, was late that time, had to foul him.
Brazil at the line for a couple. 77% this season. First free throw is good. Transferred out of Missouri. 4 of 5 from 3 Wednesday night in Arkansas's win at Ole Miss. An Ole Miss team that is giving Missouri everything it can handle tonight. Second free throw good by Brazil as it climbed around the iron and fell through. 57-40, Auburn under 17 minutes to go in the second half. They tried to double Pettiford. He gets the ball ahead to Keyshawn Hall, now to Pettiford near midcourt. He's guarded aggressively by Wagner. To the top for Murph, another three. Murph, nope. Long rebound pulled in.
They changed their ball screen defense that time and ran it to dribbler Tahad Pettiford. He found the open guy. It just didn't go down.
Acuff inside the arc. Out to the top. Head fake at three. Brazil drives, gets bumped, goes up. He missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Murphy. Ahead Hall behind the defense. Double hand slammer.
What an outlet pass by Keyshawn Murphy. Got the defensive rebound and made a long pass to Keyshawn Hall. The double keys were working together.
59-40 Tigers. Acuff inside the arc, right wing. Steps back out, low post for Brazil. Guarded by Pettiford. Brazil into the lane against Pettiford. Spins, goes up, and he scores.
Just too much to ask Tahad to guard a guy like that on the block. I'm not sure what's taking place on that switch, but there's got to be an adjustment there because he can't handle Brazil posting up.
Brazil is 6'10", Pettiford 6'1". Pettiford has it, left sideline for Auburn. Screen from Murphy, free throw line. Kicks it right wing, three ball, Freeman in the air. Good!
Oh, yeah. Boy, Tahad Pettiford is playing a floor game better than he's played all season. He's getting into the paint,
Auburn
drawing the crowd, and then kicking it out to the open shooters.
Auburn by 20. Drive to the hole, Acuff off the glass. He didn't get it. Freeman pulls down the rebound. And wisely slows it up and brings it across midcourt. Auburn by 20 points, 15-20 in the second. Freeman picked up the dribble, now to Pettiford. Grabbed by Brazil in the center circle. Spins around him on the right wing, or on the left wing. Shot clock at 11. Blows past Brazil all the way to the hole, up and in.
What a layup by Tahad Pettiford. He just froze the defender out on the floor, blew right by him, and then just went right to the basket.
22-point lead for Auburn, under 15 to go, second half. Tigers in number 15, Arkansas. Pringle at the point for the Razorbacks. Off the left wing, picks up the dribble. Throws it further down the wing. Brazil now to Acuff, top of the circle. 12 to shoot. Ball stepped away by Freeman. Ahead it's Overton. 3-on-1. Overton. Alley-oop. Oh, and it's stolen nicely underneath by Richmond. Here's Arkansas the other way. Brazil on the wing. Acuff from about 12. It's good.
Got to be really careful. You have opportunities like that that's high percentage. You need to take advantage. Ended up turning the ball over, and then we gave up 2 points on the other end.
Auburn by 20, though. 14-22, second half. Hall spins, drives on a Richmond, kicks it on the wing. Into the corner, left side, it's Freeman. Open three ball, hit the side of the backboard. Rebound, Overton was fouled, and he'll go to the line, and we get our first media timeout. And Auburn has won this first segment, outscoring Arkansas 15-10. Auburn Opelika Tourism is tonight's game sponsor. AO Tourism is your official source for discovering the best places to eat, stay, and play in the Auburn Opelika area. Before we get to the break, Tahad Pettiford may have been hit in the head, and he is slow to come off the floor right now. Auburn 64, Arkansas 44. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Chick-fil-A's new frosted sodas and floats, it's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice stream to make a new frosted soda or float. With the mix of the ice stream and soda fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Tonight is the 6th straight game that Elijah Freeman has come off the bench for the Tigers. In the previous 5, he has scored 14.8 points per game since coming off the bench. Freeman's 6th game in double figures tonight this season, including 4 of his last 6. He has 12 points and 4 rebounds. Keyshawn Hall leads everybody with 23 points and 4 assists on the night. Most importantly, Auburn is up 20 with 14-13 to go in the second half, 64-44. That first segment where you know there's a run in this Arkansas ball club at some point, but Auburn wins that first segment, Randall, of this second half of play.
Well, 15-10, and that was really big. The first 5 minutes is always great to get off to a good start in the start of the second half, especially when you go in like we did with the great momentum. But one thing I really like, Tahad Pettiford on 3 of 6 shooting, which is 50%. He's got 6 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds.
And he has come out of the game. He pointed to his head. He was 4 away from the play after the foul, sending Kevin Overton to the line. And so Blake Michalek, who picked up 3 fouls in the first half, is back in at the point.
Well, he's really done a good job. Even though he's fouled a lot, the offense has not suffered because of Blake's insertion. We've had other guys to surface and carry the load. If he could just spell Tahad just for a little bit, let the trainers check him out, get him right back in this next segment. If we could get through as many seconds or minutes as you possibly can without him and not lose the lead.
Jovic and Michalek in for Auburn at the break. Free throw by KO is good. Overton on the night, 5 points, 3 rebounds, and has played the heck out of defense for the Tigers tonight.
He sure has. He is just so solid. He's just a mainstay. He's so steady. He does it every night, and is just a really good player, but is really played well today on both ends.
Auburn has led by as many as 22 in the second half, and Overton's second free throw matches that 22-point lead. 14-13 in the second, Arkansas ball. Acuff across midcourt to the right hand. Off the wing, Malik Thomas. Top of the circle for Richmond. Richmond to Acuff on the wing, left side. Overton right there with him. To Malik Thomas, picked up by Elijah Freeman. Shot clock at 14. Right wing, Acuff. Gets a screen, goes baseline to the basket. Acuff to the hole, and a foul in the play.
Well,
a chance for a three-point play for Darius Acuff Jr.
They've changed their offense a little bit. They're trying to put Acuff to start the offense on the baseline, and they move him from one side of the floor to the other until he gets an angle, and he is such a good driver. When he does get that angle, he puts it on the deck, because I think the Razorbacks know they've got to have him to score even more points to get back in this game.
Second foul on Hall. Acuff with the three-point play. 66-47 Auburn, and here is the press. Inbound Overton.
Really
quickly
smart.
Across midcourt. To Keyshawn Hall just across midcourt. Auburn leads it 66-47. Hall against Richmond, lobs it to Jovic. Jovic guarded closely by Acup, ball deflected and out of bounds off of Arkansas, Auburn ball. They're playing really physical. Auburn's got to match it. You can't be looking for calls here tonight.
You got to fight through it because everybody's going to put a body and a hand and an arm on you today, and you got to be strong with it. You got to be mentally strong to be able to handle it.
Mashalik right back to Hall. It brings it across midcourt. Shot clock at 7. Keyshawn down the left side of the lane to the hole. Scoop.
Oh,
score.
What a play. Just set him a ball screen, give him an angle to the basket. Keyshawn Hall can really go to the goal, and he can score it when he gets there.
68-47 Tigers. Thomas baseline left. Ball's deflected. Overton ahead. Freeman races to the hole. Euro step, reverse layup. No, but he was fouled. Oh, it just stayed on that iron tantalizingly long, but came off, and Elijah goes to the line to shoot a couple for the Tigers.
Really good defense turned into outstanding looking offense. It just didn't put the cherry on top with the finish, but he's got a chance with the free throw line to shoot 2.
Second foul on Pringle. And Freeman at the line for a couple, with the Tigers leading 68-47 and 13:09 to go in the second half. Freeman, a terrific first half with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. His first. Swish.
He continues to grow and mature, but he has just been, since he left the starting lineup, been the spark off the bench.
Yeah.
He has really made his game much better and is so well-rounded as well.
Pringle comes out. Wagner is back in, another three-point shooter. Everybody they've got on the floor right now can shoot the 3.
They went to their smaller lineup.
Freeman, second free throw, in and out.
They're going to try to spread the Tigers out and try to look for shots to get them back in the game.
Auburn by 22, Arkansas ball. Ewan top of the circle against Jovic. Crossover down the right side of the lane, spins, goes up. He didn't get it, got his own rebound though. Underneath, goes back up, missed it again, and a foul against Auburn. Holy cow. After calling this game that physical, that's the call you're going to get? Goodness gracious.
Well, the Tigers made a poor decision that time when they let him get the first offensive rebound. They let him go to get an inside positioning.
Third foul against Jovic. Wow. Ewan at the line to shoot 2. Ewan jumped into the Auburn freshman of Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Just got to do the little things and box out on these free throws.
Ewan's free throw is good. Malik, a senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Very good off the bench for this Arkansas ball club. He cut the lead to 20 with 12:53 in the second, and he missed it. Rebound, Arkansas gets it. Low post to the basket, ball blocked out of there by Hall. Rebounded by Auburn, and a foul. Oh, Hall blocked it, and then Richmond fouled Elijah Freeman.
The Hogs are really turning the heat up. They're everywhere. They're grabbing. They're holding. They're trying to make their push right now before this 12-minute media takes place.
69-48 Tigers. Auburn basketball full length of the floor to go. Brazil will come in. He replaces Richmond in the lineup. Hall will trigger inbound to Overton against the Arkansas press, and now it's Keyshawn Hall's show. He's had a good one. 25 points on the night. Cross midcourt working against Brazil. Off the left wing. Spins. Inside the arc. Fadeaway. Hall. No. Rebound to Arkansas's Malik Ewan. Ahead. Drive by Thomas. Lobs it. Alley-oop good to Brazil.
Just a quick fast break. That's the best that Arkansas has looked on their transition offense today.
Mashalik up the floor against Acup. Puts a hand on him at midcourt. Blake drives to the right wing and gets fouled. Finally a foul. And that will be the 6th foul against Arkansas in the second half. So Auburn's going to spend a good portion of this second half shooting free throws, friends.
Well, a lot like we said in the first half, the longer that Mashalik can stay in the game, that extends the length of the rest of Tahad Pettiford.
That was just the 5th foul, against Arkansas. Jovic, bounce pass left side for Freeman. Inside the arc, Hall, head fake. Baseline left, skips a pass.
Hit
Mashalik, 3, bang, bang, bang!
Oh my goodness, the crowd favorite just opened up the net and splashed it through. Big 3.
Auburn by 22 on the 3 ball by Mashalik. 11:51 in the second. Acup drives. He missed it. Rebound. Auburn on the break. 3-on-3 the other way. Overton, right wing Mashalik. And Risley did not shoot that three. Sets up the offense.
Oh, he's a smart player. He knows when to and when not to. He faces these defenses every day.
Freeman on the wing. Auburn by 22 with the basketball. Left wing,
Big
Overton
shot.
free. In and out. Rebound to Brazil for the Razorbacks. Up the floor for Arkansas. 72-50 Auburn. 11:22 to go in the second half. DJ Wagner against Jovic into the lane. Kicks it to the wing for Acuff. And a steal. Ball is still loose. Hall waits for numbers. Steal by Mashalik.
Good. Time is on your side. Really
Yes,
smart
indeed.
play by the Tigers. The last two possessions, they've just made a really good decision, pulling the transition offense back out and running the sets.
Hall, a drive to the hole, kicks it on the wing. Freeman at the top. Overton straight away, three, boom!
Oh, what team basketball. I think everybody on the ball club touched at that possession, and the momentum is just off the chart.
It's a 25-point lead for Auburn with 10:47 to go in the second half. Discover exceptional service with SmartBank, your premier choice for personalized banking solutions in the heart of Auburn. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, they support your financial goals. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank. SmartBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Auburn 75, Arkansas 50. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Sunday, January 11th to begin a two-game homestand. The Tigers host the Florida Gators at 2 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. Auburn women's basketball alumni will be welcomed back for the alumni game. It is also the annual We Back Pack game to honor SEC legend Pat Summitt in the fight against Alzheimer's. Make your plans now to see Auburn take on Florida in Neville Arena Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
Going crazy at Neville Arena. Auburn has opened up a 25-point lead over 15th-ranked Arkansas at 75-50. Let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard before we get you back to the madness here. One other SEC game in progress. It's much tighter in Oxford. Ole Miss leads Missouri by 1, 58-57. 8.5 minutes to go, so they're coming down the home stretch in that one. 17th-ranked North Carolina with 11 minutes to play in Chapel Hill leads Wake Forest 69-54. And in Big 12 action in Boulder, it is 14th-ranked Texas Tech leading Colorado 37-24. Auburn has made 5 threes this half. Tigers enjoy a 75-50 advantage, 10-47, and you just don't get the feeling like this team feels like letting off the gas tonight as we send it back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
Auburn 5 of 8 from 3 in the second half alone. Arkansas, despite trailing for near 20 points, has not even attempted a three-pointer in the second half.
I just think the physicality of our defense, the Tigers' defense, has just been handsy. They put body on body.
And
they've
smart.
been strong, and they've really done it without making a lot of fouls.
Sebastian Williams-Adams, Kevin Overton, Tahad Pettiford, Keyshawn Hall, Keyshawn Murphy, the Auburn 5. Here's your starting 5 back out there for Auburn. Tigers up by 25 points. Acuff across midcourt against Overton at the point. Now to Ewan. Malik Ewan at the left wing. Down near the left corner. Bangs into Sebastian Williams-Adams 3 times and turned it over, and they called a foul at Sebastian. Well, I'll say this about Sebastian Williams-Adams. He didn't give up anything there, friends.
Well, it's just you wonder how much initiation the offense makes on the collision.
That was three.
And how much the defense can take without a retaliation or actually reaching to try to knock the ball loose.
They're going to say that was a shooting foul? Really? Well, Ewan's at the line to shoot two. Okay. First free throw by Ewan is good. That stops a 6-0 run by Auburn.
Well, when one side of the bench just cries, they eventually they wear down as well. The officials are human as well, and so they kind of gave in on that one.
Ewan makes both. 75-52, Auburn, 10.5 minutes to go in the second half. Auburn and number 15, Arkansas. Razorbacks led by 2 with 16:59 in the first half. It's been all Auburn most of the night.
The Razorbacks have changed their defense. They've gone to a zone.
Hall left wing, low post, Sebastian Williams-Adams, 10 to shoot. Bangs into Ewan twice, up with the right hand, and he didn't get it. Rebound tap, Sebastian with it.
Another opportunity right here. Smart play by the Tigers.
Midway through the second half, Auburn by 23. Second crack in this offensive possession for Auburn. Hall left wing. Shot clock at 7, Pettiford. Overton, head fake at 3. To the top, Pettiford. Pops a 3 and a double team. He didn't get it. And the rebound to Ewan for Arkansas. 75-52 Tigers. Drive to the hole by Richmond, and he lost it out of bounds. It was knocked out of his hand from behind by Sebastian Williams-Adams. It could have been a foul on Seb.
Well, that was a good offensive possession. When you send the Razorbacks go to a zone, that means they're trying to change the tempo, or they're not fully confident they can defend you one-on-one, man-to-man. Tigers should have taken advantage and let one get away right there.
Timeout on the floor, 9:40 in the second. Auburn 75, Arkansas 52. Take on game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
9:40 in the second. Auburn 75, Arkansas 52. Remember the game these teams played here a year ago? It was a rock fight. Auburn won that day 67-60. And you could tell at that point that was an Arkansas team that was improving over the first half of the season, and they played lights out for the second half of the year. Tonight, Auburn, early in this Southeastern Conference season, looking for its first conference win, leads 75-52 with 9:40 to go in the second half. 25 points for Keyshawn Hall, leads everyone tonight. That includes 5 assists for Key. He is the first Auburn player from Scott Scroggins, by the way. Scroggins' noggin note here. He's the first player in an Auburn uniform with back-to-back 25-point SEC games since Jabari Smith scored 27 at Ole Miss at Mississippi State, and then 27 against Tennessee back in 2022. That's pretty good company.
Outstanding company, and I'd like to just see him continue. I'd like to see him get 35 in this last 9 minutes.
You and me both, brother.
We just got to continue. But one thing I will say about the Tigers offense, they're getting help. Overton has played really well. You've got Freeman that's got 13. Jovic has got 7. They're getting some help. Multiple players adding fuel to the fire, scoring the basketball.
Arkansas out of bounds, baseline right. Acuff will trigger to Ewan. He taps the ball to himself against Hall. Spins into the lane, goes up, and he missed it. Got his own rebound. Goes back up, missed it. And the rebound, Murph for Auburn. Outlet to Pettiford, quickly up the floor. To Hod on the wing. Right side, Hall back out to the top for Pettiford. Tigers by 23. 9:22 in the second half of play. Pettiford. Murphy at the point against Ewan. Now to Pettiford between the circles. Shot clock at 13. Left wing. Sebastian drives baseline to the hole. Reverse layup. Goaltend. Goaltend against Richmond.
This is the best rhythm the Auburn Tigers have had all season long on executing their offensive plays. Their offense have just been really smooth, and they've gone from one side of the floor to the other and returned sometimes on the third rep, and it's opened up that basket.
Ewan at the top drives into the lane down the left side up against Murphy. Missed it. Rebound Murph.
But
Pettiford.
The Tigers' defense has just been relentless. They put their body on the Razorbacks today and made them have to earn the baskets, and the Razorbacks has really struggled scoring over the top of the Tigers.
Freeman on the left wing. Shot clock at 14. Auburn up by 25. Freeman works into the lane, down the left side of the lane, up off the glass. It didn't go. Rolled right over the top of the iron. And here's Arkansas the other way. Thomas for Richmond to the hole, and he put it in. He got fouled in the play by Hall.
Well, I think Elijah on offense that time, he kind of forgot that he had 4 other teammates, and he kind of got in a zone that he had a one-way look about. He's going straight to the basket. When you do that, you're easily guarded, and it turned into an offensive transition for the Razorbacks. And Billy Richmond, one of my favorite players in the league, really took it to the basket and then finished the three-point play.
Three-point play by Richmond. Auburn's lead 77-55. Arkansas presses. Sebastian Williams-Adams races forward. Gets it off to the right wing. Hands the ball to Pettiford. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers by 22. Top of the circle, Murphy. Works against Ewan. Hands it right back to Pettiford, guarded by Acuff. The sophomore Pettiford against the freshman Acuff. Shot clock at 7. Pettiford, crossover dribble. Gets a step, pull-up jumper to Hod. Didn't get it. Rebound, Hall back up and in.
Right
and
there.
A foul on the play.
If I was to Hod, I'd say, hey, that was a pass. That wasn't a shot because it was NBA, nothing but air. But fortunately, Keyshawn Hall was in the right place at the right time.
7:59 in the second. Auburn 79. Arkansas 55. Hall with the N1 when we come back. On to Victory, proud to be the official events and experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Where were you when this happened?
Auburn half minute away from an SEC championship. 7 on the shot clock. Wendell Green with 5. Jabari inside to the basket. Dunks it and gets fouled. A resounding dunk for an SEC championship for Jabari Smith.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Neville Arena. Auburn leads Arkansas 79-55. An and-one opportunity for Keyshawn Hall coming up when we get back to play. Let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard. They're under the 5-minute mark in Oxford, where Auburn's next opponent is playing. It's Missouri playing at Ole Miss. Tigers and Rebels are all knotted up at 62 with 5 minutes to go. A big day for the Ole Miss bench. Rebels bench outscoring Missouri's bench 32-8. 35 minutes into the game. So they're coming down the stretch. 5 minutes to go. Ole Miss 62, Missouri 62. Auburn and Columbia Wednesday night for a Tigers versus Tigers matchup. Auburn has put 3 in double figures so far, including Kevin Overton's 10. It is KO's 5th straight game in double figures, his 11th game in double figures this season. Tigers trying to close it out, get that first SEC win in a statement-making kind of way. Auburn leads at 79-55. Back to Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
Keyshawn Hall went for 32 points against A&M Tuesday. Tonight, Hall with 27 points. He's at the line. By the way, his career high, he scored 40 against Arizona State at Arizona State a year ago almost to the day, on January 14th at Central Florida.
Well, he's been outstanding today. He's carried the Tigers throughout the season, but today it's just been extra effort. Getting that ball in the basket.
He got the kind roll on the free throw, and Auburn is up 80-55 with 7:54 in the second half. Acuff inside the arc, left wing. They still haven't attempted a 3 in the second half. Acuff at the top, Brazil. One dribble back to Acuff. Between the circles. Gets by Sebastian Williams-Adams, and he laid it in.
Well, you got to crowd Acuff on the perimeter behind the three-point line. When you do, you're susceptible for him driving by you, but you've got to pick your poison. You're going to give up a 3 or you're going to give up a 2. The Tigers have elected to make him drive it to the basket. Razorbacks are staying in this matchup zone.
Pettiford at the top for Murphy. Free throw line, Hall. Head fake, ball knocked out of his hand. Arkansas the other way. Thomas against Murphy. Goes up and missed it, and a foul on Murphy got him with the body. And it will send Malik Thomas to the line to shoot 2. McDonald's All-American. 52% of his shots are three-pointers this season.
Now, this is a big segment for the Tigers.
It is, you're right.
To understand and know how to play with this kind of a lead and to close out the game over the next 4 minutes is a really crucial maturation period for the Auburn Tigers to grow, to be able to sustain the level of play throughout the entire game.
Second free throw good. By the way, Isaiah Seeley into the ball game for the first time tonight, a freshman from Springdale, averaging 4.9 points, 2.4 rebounds. Thomas made both free throws. 80-59 Tigers, 7 minutes in the second half. Pettiford on the wing. Tahad. Left-hand dribble. Backdoor. Murph to the hole for 2.
Outstanding two-man play. Murphy and Tahad Pettiford, and Tahad was just a maestro at making that pass.
Free throw at the top. There's a 3. That's their first of the second half, and it goes home from Malik Thomas.
Well, the Razorbacks have no quit in them. They're extremely well coached, and they've got outstanding players. Tigers just need to continue to squeeze this clock and let it continue to run.
Hall at the top. Auburn by 20. Hall double teamed. Gets out of the double team. Sebastian, low post for Murphy. Double teamed into the corner for Sebastian. Shot clock at 8. Pettiford 3. In and out. And the rebound to Malik Thomas ahead for Arkansas to Seeley. And he got Pettiford off his feet. And that'll put Arkansas at the free throw line for a 1 and bonus. Foul against Pettiford, his second. And Malik Seeley gets a 1 and bonus. All state in Arkansas last year at Springdale High School. A 1 and bonus by Seeley, and he missed it in the rebound to Murphy.
Well, I think that's one thing the coaches are talking about is squeezing this, being effective and being efficient in a slower paced game, even though you've played fast throughout.
Pettiford whips a pass to Murphy out of a double team. Right back to Pettiford, shot clock at 12. Left wing, Freeman on a curl, lost it, got it back. Murphy, 8 to shoot. Murphy with 7 against Seeley to the hole. Yes!
He just took his experience. He saw who was on him when Seeley was a freshman. He just backed him down, spun right around and laid him in.
11 points and 8 rebounds tonight for Keyshawn Murphy. Auburn by 22, 84-62. Seeley hands it to Thomas, now to Acuff straight away near the center circle. In a double team. Working on Murphy straight away. 9 to shoot, pops a 3. Nope, rebound Freeman.
Well, that's good defense by Keyshawn Murphy. He was going to use his size on the perimeter against Acuff and not let him drive around him. Made him force the shot from a long way over a big, long 6'10" arm.
Pettiford bounce pass Murphy at the top. 14 to shoot, Tigers. Auburn 84, Arkansas 62, and a foul. Thomas just pushed Pettiford and Ewan. There's a little bit of a talking going back and forth. At the very least, this is going to be a foul against Arkansas.
I think it's frustration time for the Razorbacks. They just seem to...
It was after the foul where the officials got involved. And they're going to look at the altercation after the foul that was called, I believe, on Malik Thomas. And it takes us to the 4:57 mark with 11 to shoot for Auburn. Pettiford was fouled, and then there was contact after the foul.
Well, there's not any doubt Ewing pushed Tahad, and I'm not for sure you catch the second guy, but they'll go back and review it and watch it.
Play is under review for possible dead ball technical or flagrant.
It may have been two shoves by Ewan.
It could have been. If Tahad pushed him first, I did not see that, but I did see Ewing push Tahad. Attentions are high in this conference play.
He pushed Pettiford from behind after the foul.
Well, Thomas and Ewing both did.
4:57 in the second. Crowd's getting another look at this one as well. Tell you what, while we've got the opportunity, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. At the very least, there will be a foul on Malik Thomas. It will be the 7th against Arkansas in the half, which would put Pettiford at the line for a 1 in bonus. They're now at the review table looking to see after the foul the push by Ewan on Tahad Pettiford. And if there is going to be a flagrant foul on Arkansas after the regular foul against Arkansas is, I believe, what they're looking at this moment. Auburn up by 22 points with 4:57 to go in the second half of play. Keyshawn Hall, 28 points, 5 assists. Elijah Freeman, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Murphy, 11 points, 8 rebounds on the night for Murphy. Kevin Overton, 10 points, 4 rebounds on the night. Pettiford, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists tonight for Tahad. So 2 fouls on the play. Both are common fouls, correct? Is that what they're saying?
I think so.
So there was a dead ball foul called on Ewan, or was it Thomas? And so now Pettiford goes to the line for a 1 in bonus, and then another 1 in bonus.
Yeah.
A 1 in, I think they're 2 1s in bonuses.
Big swing right here. You could go up.
First free throw, missed. Come on, Tahad knocked this one down.
Yeah, he needs to take advantage of this. This is where you turn the knife when you got it inside.
And now Hall will shoot the 2 free throws right here. Hall with a heck of a night. 28 points, 11 of 14 from the field. Now 3 of 3 from the free throw line for Keyshawn. And he knocked home both.
Well, that's good. We got 2 out of that, and probably we'll get the basketball as well.
The last time an Auburn player had back-to-back SEC 30-point games, Wesley Person against Ole Miss and Tennessee in 1994. Hall with 28 points tonight. after scoring 31 on Tuesday. Pettiford straight away, Tigers up 86-62. Pettiford between the rings, 10 to shoot for Auburn. Backdoor Hall, and he was fouled. And now Keyshawn Hall can go to the line with an opportunity for back-to-back 30-point games.
This is huge for the Tigers right here. The biggest thing is you continue to score. Don't lose your momentum and your confidence level. You got 4:46 left. Just kind of take the heart out of the Razorbacks by doing so.
First free throw good for Hall.
You had a possibility of a 7-point
87,
possession.
Yeah, 87-62 Auburn.
And you got a chance right here. Hit this. You at least got 4.
He makes both. 88-62 Tigers, 4:44 in the second half of play. Seeley between the rings. To Thomas, bounce pass Acuff near the center circle. Left wing for Thomas against Hall, drives, pull-up jumper. He got it to fall, got the kind roll.
Just got to be smart, be careful against the press right here.
88-64 Tigers, 4:21 in the second half. Tahad Pettiford has just been terrific for Auburn at the point at both ends of the floor. Pettiford between the rings to Hall, low post Freeman, head fake twice, goes up and missed it. Rebound tap in by Murphy.
That's the way to go to the offensive glass. It's the biggest stat today is the rebounding advantage the Auburn Tigers have had against the Razorbacks.
90-64 Auburn. Wagner straightaway three, didn't get it. Rebound Arkansas. On the right wing, Thomas head fake at 3. Skip pass, Pettiford steps in front of it. Thought about the break, decided just to bring it up the floor. Counting clock, 3:43 to go. 90-64 Tigers. In front of this big crowd at Neville Arena, they have been treated to a show tonight by their ball club. Pettiford, center circle. 12 to shoot. Pettiford off the right side, double team, gets the ball to Murph. Shot clock at 7. Left wing, drive. Freeman, baseline, leans in, goes up, lost it, got it back.
Yeah.
He put it up, and there's a shot clock violation. His shot hit the side of the backboard. Takes us to our final media timeout. 3:18 remaining. Auburn 90, Arkansas 64. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
3:18 in the second. Auburn 90, Arkansas 64. We've watched history of these last two ball games by Keyshawn Hall. 32 points Tuesday night in the crushing loss to Texas A&M. What has he done tonight? 30 points, 11 of 14 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line with 5 assists on the night. He is Auburn's first player since Wesley Person in 1994 to score 30 points or more in back-to-back SEC games. How about that?
That's outstanding is what that is. That's just continuing to elevate your game. He's so consistent. He's an outstanding free throw shooter. So his drive is effective, but his three ball has just really been on point.
3:18 in the second half. Auburn goes to Arkansas Valentine's night in Fayetteville.
Well, they'll have to take this Valentine, this heart of a champion like they've played like today. The Auburn Tigers have just, they came out with determination look on their face.
From the get-go, Randall.
And they just displayed a great performance. They need to finish out this 3:18 right here. Keep their composure because the Razorbacks are really flustered, and they are really bothered by this separation of score.
90-64 Tigers. We approach the 3-minute mark of the second half. Thomas, set fake at three, backs up outside three against Pettiford. 12 to shoot, and a whistle and a foul on Tahad. Got a little too close.
The officials are going to be a little bit quicker on the whistle just to keep the tension, because the tension is so high, and you get this great competitiveness in the Southeastern Conference, and you just got to stay in control of it. Tahad is old enough, he should know that.
Thomas gets a couple. Actually gets a one in bonus, and he missed it. I thought that was the 10th foul against Auburn. Both teams now with
Murph
9 apiece.
up there, he's knocking on a double-double himself.
Murph, 13 points and 9 rebounds for the Tigers. Auburn leads it 90-64. Low post pass, Hall, he couldn't quite handle it. Here's Arkansas the other way. Wagner at the left wing against Murphy. Drives on Murphy. In the lane, ball stripped away, Pettiford. Ahead for Keyshawn Hall. To the hole, and he lost it out of bounds. Touch last by Arkansas. Auburn keeps it.
That's unbelievable. One of the things that Keyshawn is such a really good player, but he has really got a habit of catching the ball with one hand.
Arkansas will challenge this call that it went out of bounds against the Razorbacks.
Coach from Arkansas challenged the out-of-bounds play.
Auburn up next at Missouri. Tigers in Missouri Wednesday night at 6. Our coverage from Columbia begins. Our coverage begins on Wednesday night at 5:30. By the way, that Missouri ball club 2-0 in SEC play coming into tonight.
Yeah, the Tigers need
trails at Ole Miss 71-66 with 34 seconds to go in the second half.
I want the Auburn Tigers to take this and show me in Columbia next week this same type of energy, the same type of offensive play, and the determination on the rebounding for the Auburn Tigers. I just can't stress enough how
Arkansas
valuable that stat is.
Successful, be Red's ball.
All right, the call was overturned. Arkansas gets it. 90-64 Tigers, 2:34 to go. Razorback ball. Hall is out, maybe for the night. Blake Michalek back in. Sebastian Williams-Adams is in there along with Murph and Overton. Arkansas basketball. Ewan down the lane. It's Richmond. Goes up high off the glass. He didn't get it. The rebound tapped and out of bounds off of Freeman. Arkansas keeps the ball with 2:21 to go. And the Tigers up 90-64. And Auburn's going to challenge it now.
This is unbelievable. It's there's always a game within the game for our listeners, that's for sure. But you just can't take anything away from the Auburn Tigers today. They just 36 rebounds, over 26 rebounds against Arkansas, and there's not any doubt who's got the most size.
A week ago today, Auburn overcame a 4-point deficit in the final 0.7 of a second to force overtime. Had a 3-point lead in the ball in overtime, but ended up losing by 4 at Georgia. Tuesday night, you know what happened. Auburn thought it had won on a last-second shot. It was erased, and the Tigers were 0-2.
After review, Auburn coach is successful. Will be White's ball.
Well, that's just back-to-back. It's really good. Yes, and there's nothing better for a young ball club like the Auburn Tigers that shows the resilience to take a defeat snatched away from them on Tuesday night, bounce back on Saturday, and beat the top 15 team in the country.
Up the floor, right-hand dribble, Blake Michalek. 21 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers up 90-64. Michalek, a bounce pass, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Right wing for Murphy. He'll pop a three. Boom!
Oh, baby, that basket looks like a wagon wheel to Keyshawn Murphy.
16 and 10, a double-double for Keyshawn Murphy tonight. A minute 52 in the second, 93-64 Tigers. Thomas, straightaway three, boom.
Boy, that young man can really shoot that ball. You can't let him have space. He is going to be an outstanding player, but today was just all Auburn.
93-67 Tigers, a minute 35 to go. Michalek at midcourt. Tigers will take some time off the clock. It's down to 15 to shoot it. Michalek picks up the dribble, needs to get rid of it, does. Left wing, Sebastian Williams-Adams. On the wing, drives it to the hole, up and no, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple.
I love that game about Williams-Adams. Has got so much strength, and he puts it on the deck with authority from the wing, driving to the basket. We're going to see him rise up and dunk that ball
Auburn
one
will
of these days.
Get some of the younger guys in. They're going to get in some non-scholarship players, plus one of those.
Boy, that doesn't happen very often in conference play. You get an opportunity to have a little bit of time. You work so hard as the scout team.
Simon Walker, Drake Cardwell, Reed, Trapp, and C.J. Williams into the lineup for Auburn. Nice to empty the bench.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I love to see them come up there. Just make sure their uniform is straight.
Sebastian Williams-Adams gets another. Ooh, missed it. Missed both, as a matter of fact. Ewan gets the rebound. Outlet up the floor for Malik Thomas across midcourt. Thomas, top of the key for Richmond. Now to Wagner straight away. Left wing Thomas. Drives it to the basket, and he lays it in. 1 minute to go in this one. And Michalek is held in the backcourt by Malik Thomas.
I'll give him an opportunity to go to the free throw line and get him two. I thought Blake has really played well. He did an outstanding job in the first half. Even though he fouled 3 times, the Tigers never took a step back with him in the game, and it gave Tahad Pettiford a chance to get some breathing room with the heavy pressure the Razorbacks was putting on it. So a big feather in Michalek's hat.
First free throw is good. It's a 4-point night for Michalek.
Came back in the second half, and he's hit him a 3.
Sebastian Williams-Adams is out for Auburn. So it is, Auburn has emptied
and he's
the
made
bench.
2 free throws. Just an outstanding night.
Auburn hasn't emptied the bench because Caden Magwood still hasn't played tonight. Not sure he will. 54 seconds to go. Drive inside the arc. Malik Thomas missed it. Weak side rebound. Ewan goes up and he scores.
He also may be under a little weather too. Who knows?
Yep. C.J. Williams across midcourt. 43 seconds to go in this one. Tigers are going to get their first SEC win, get their 10th of the season overall. C.J. looks for a screen from Cardwell. Drives down the left side of the lane. Picks up the dribble. Does to Michalek, top of the circle. 12 to shoot. Blake puts on the brakes at the right wing. 7 to shoot. Down to 6, down to 5. Michalek drives, loses it, gets it back. Low post, Reed goes up, it was blocked. Here's Arkansas the other way. Thomas drive to the hole, and it's up and in by Seeley. And Auburn just needs to get the ball across midcourt, and the Tigers are going to get a much-needed win here tonight, friends. 77th consecutive sellout, and they watch Auburn's best game start to finish tonight. Final score, Auburn 95, Arkansas 73.
What a performance by the Tigers. Boy, just came out with fire in their belly, and they kept it on for 40 minutes. Not for sure it's not Auburn's best complete game throughout this season. They had production out of a number of players. None better than Keyshawn Hall, Keyshawn Murphy. 2 keys open the door a lot quicker than one.
Arkansas has dominated this series, but for Auburn, it ties for the 4th largest victory in the series between Auburn and Arkansas. Final score tonight, Auburn 95, Arkansas 73. A triumphant Regions Bank postgame show coming up next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make last